kill, eye for eye, blood for blood, it's time to die. Retribution tastes so sweet. Gone to life that he gave, now revenge is all I crave. Retaliation soon complete. I was nowhere, I had no one, I felt nothing. Lost without a voice and on my own. Then a candle flame brought a brand new name. But now you've stolen everything and I'm all alone. I had one thing and you've taken it from me. A single line, a single friend that you made that end. There was one thing to help escape the misery. And now it's gone, it's so late. You took my whole life away. You sent me back to nothing. Now you're paid. Life for life, death for death, tit for tat, just one last breath. Absolution's nowhere near. Cue the scene, now it's time. Reparation for your crime. I told midday is finally here. I have waited for this meeting, for this moment. Dreamed about the day I'd make you cry.
time to defeat you. Hickory dickory, flawless victory. Carve your tail like three. My mics. Better listen up, not saying it twice. Bring around Rosie, you can't oppose me. Let you know now, I'm here to take you down. You're gonna meet your end in the splendor. No more pretending you're all pinning. Star won't twinkle, squeeze to a wrinkle. Bloody up the scene, a nightmarish fiend. Run the bridge down, you can't make a sound. The wheels on your bus have just been crushed. Any, meeny, mine. Time for you to die. Catch him by the toe, never letting go. No time to pray. It's your last day. A, B, C, D, you can't see me.
I met a man, he had a dream. I tried to understand, but nothing was what it seemed. Sometimes that's how gods roll. We'd sit for hours, he'd share his plans to build a universe and make every part by hand. A big scheme with an infinite goal. So I would watch and listen and try to learn as the pieces and bits became whole. But there was more going on than the work at hand. What I learned had to do with the strength of the soul. There's a light that shines, and its power is mine. Though our body's weak and breakable, the spirit is indomitable. So step by step and frame by frame, a world created, its map fashioned from a stain. Just dream big, then work till it grows. I learned this lesson, we can evolve, achieving anything as long as our hearts resolve. Believing we'll make it so. Though our lives are limited by years on earth, our dreams won't be bound inside. The goal's not to live forever, 'cause eternity loves the creations of time. There's a light that shines, and its crown is mine. Though our bodies break and breakable, the spirit is indomitable. Don't be afraid. Get up, get going, and step every day. I'll meet you there. When we strive, we transcend even tension on underclimb. I wasn't ready. You can't prepare for the unthinkable, for something that's so unfair. It's cruel, but that's how life goes. But through the sadness, thousands of tears, we see his message sparkling crystal clear. Our work is larger It happens every night. I watch my world ignite, but there's no waking from this nightmare. The stage is always set, the place I can't forget, the hidden eyes that I can feel there. My eyes are open wide, I'm racing to inside. There's nothing that I won't do for her. But this is not a dream, my mind repeats the scene. I can't forget it and it's torture. That was before, but not anymore. I've left it behind. As much as I lost, once I'm across, I'll find I found the strength to grow so much more. A whisper to roar. No more crying. It's time for me to soar. Feel like I'm finally unbroken. I feel like I'm back from the dead. The strength back and confidence growing out of my way 'cause I'm armed and ready. Remember all too well my time of living hell. The night my enemy would conquer. But now I've been set free. Get through the tragedy. You wished you killed me. Now I'm stronger. I am the golden one who burned just like the sun. Next time we meet is your disaster. I'll bring the punishment. Your song will be lament. Revenge my happy ever after.
Hello and welcome, chat, to the, I believe, 8th monthly Majesty tournament. I'm sure, as you know, to see the brackets, simply say exclamation point brackets in the chat and a link will pop up. This month we will be doing a randomizer tournament, which has its own special set of rules where you can also find there. Oh no. It's broke, isn't it? Alright, here you go. Today our casters on this side will be Malfunction.
Hello, hello.
And Humane Cobra.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Both of which have, I believe, casted in tournaments before.
That is correct.
This time, in order to cut down on time, because usually our tournaments will take up to 6 hours to finish, and we want to stop that. We have split the bracket in half into 2 streams. The other can be found over on Sharo's channel, which you can find at the top left of the stream, the little link there. Thank you, on function.
Whoops, I misspelled that. I misspelled that. I accidentally put an N in there.
Oop. And our first match should be up on the screen. Not the first match. You see the decks here listed below the players. After every round, we will be rolling new decks for the players, which is, it's a randomizer tournament. So, I'll let the casters take it from here. Every once in a while I'll step in if I need to say something or... Alright.
Thank you, Wobblins.
Thank you, Wobblins.
As
Alright,
as he said, I believe for most of the tournament it will be best of 3, but due to the nature of having to, is that if we were to play a game and then have each player re-roll decks, that would take way too long. So each person that has their deck assigned to them will use that for the round. So the decks that you see here for Crococaw and Crococane, that will be for the entire best of 3. Whichever one advances will then have their deck re-rolled for round 2, and so on and so on.
so looks like they have a match going, but that is not correct. Crow and Wen and Crococaw. That's weird.
First hiccup of the day. Oh man. Oh well. At least they're...
As per tradition, we seem to start off with some minor technical difficulties.
Right.
We'll give them a few minutes to
Yeah.
finish up there. In the meantime, casters, would you mind explaining how the deck randomization process works?
Sure. So the way it works is each player is given a choice between 2 normal cards, 2 rare cards, and 4 epic/legendary cards. They are assigned via a random number generator between 2 common cards. They then pick the one that they want, and you move to the second common card. Same process happens, and you repeat it for rares and for epics and legendaries. Once the whole deck is made, the players are allowed to pick 2 cards of their choosing that they want to re-roll. If they choose to re-roll that card, they are not allowed to keep what they currently have. They must get rid of it and accept either the 2 options given to them. Once they use up both of their re-rolls for the whole complete deck, then that's the deck that they're stuck with and have to use for that round of the tournament.
Okay.
Okay, so it looks like they are done with that botched match. Alright, looks like Crococaw is ready. And looks like the first match is starting. Yep, there we go.
I appear to be missing background music. Oh well. Time to get my
Alright,
own.
so Crococaw starts with Nolan in the back, and Crocane starts with a Vomit Boy.
Crococaw then goes with Shadow Blake, and Crocane leads off with a Tyrion.
Oh, I just got the hang on, I'll be right back.
Ooh, Spider Droid. So, for those of you who don't know, there was a balance patch about 3 days ago, and Spider Droid was one of the cards that got some pretty impactful changes. He can no longer be interrupted when using his skill.
Okay, so Crococaw gets some decent damage. And Crocane follows up with a port in the back. Got some gunners from Crococaw and a Swiss.
Actually, Ice Slice.
Well,
Ice Slice from Crocane,
Swiss
and then
from yeah. All right, so we have a Fox from Crococaw to get the port out of there, and an Ice Flower from Crocane.
this should be easily held by Ice Flower, but there's Spider Droid, who will
Yep, there's
pretty
the
much
Spider Droid.
get guaranteed damage on this tower.
Yep.
And Ren followed up, which will be stalled out by these thugs.
Crococaw has been practicing with Ren for these past couple days just to get used to this this deck that she has. It'll be interesting to see how she uses it. Flint coming in, not too threatening. Now we have S. Blake from Crococaw and a Nolan moving up. Cocaine with the Cinder. Lloyd to defend, and a Swiss in back from Crococaw.
Cinder ability cleared up the gunners, but then followed with thugs to apply more pressure.
Yep. We see another fox coming from Krokaka. And an S-Blake at the bridge.
Patiently not using
There's
the
the
Fox
ability.
ability until the port was dropped.
Yep. Very, very decent ability there. Unfortunately, Port kind of walked backwards a bit, so it's kind of gonna not really aura bank, but enough. So Krokaka is kind of forced to use the Spider Droid fairly defensively here, but
Because ideally, you want to play Spider Droid in a position where he can clean units as well as hit the turret.
exactly. There's another Fox ability, and there's the Spider Droid at the bridge. Gonna get some more guaranteed damage here.
That cleans up the Cinder there and gets more tower damage.
Yep.
As long as Krokaka can play defensively with the other cars and just can keep rotating the Spider Droids, she should eventually just win out this chip war just by relying on Spider Droid doing damage to tower.
Yep. And there it is. Wow, the Spider Droid just deleting the Ice Flower.
That's always funny when Spider Droid just auto attacks something and it just dies in one hit.
Right. That was funny. Okay, we got another Fox from Krokaka. Gonna use it on that port, but it
Ooh.
gets deleted before the ability comes out.
Yeah, the thing about Fox is his ability is global, so placing him like that close to a potentially port getting dropped in his face was not ideal.
Yeah.
She learned that this time and
Fox
played
out.
Fox farther away.
Yep. Looks like she learned from that mistake. Cinder taking out those gunners. Now he has 2 Cinders up. Getting a lot of damage done there.
The second Cinder aggroed onto the Summoner Weiss, so the Cinder didn't really get tower damage there.
Here's the Flint.
Port should die here.
Yep, it does. And now we have a Ren Krokaka on the Bomber Boy.
Ice Flower's going to stop the Ren.
Yep. And there's the Spider Droid. Taking out all of that nicely.
Positioning the Armagigas there from Summoner Weiss while the Cinder was doing the ability would actually allow Cinder to re-aggro onto the Gigas instead of either the Spider or the Summoner Weiss there.
Mm-hmm.
Which was nice because it allowed the Cinder to die, and we're kind of now stuck in this inevitable just units in the middle of the map just dying over and over again. Which is perfect because you just play Spider Droid and use his ability, and you get this exact situation where he just starts deleting stuff.
Ooh, that Ren was caught, but Krokaka just has to wait for one more Spider Droid if she can defend this.
Ideally, you'd want to wait for the port to die before playing Spider Droid.
Ooh, that port did get a little bit of damage there. But here comes
This should be
Spider
game
Droid,
right here.
and this should be game. There it is. Ren got it, actually. Very good. Very well played.
That was well played, indeed.
Yep.
Restarting the client real quick in hopes of getting game sound back. If not, oh well. It should only take a second. Also, since it is a best of 3, we're going to be seeing up to 3 matches of the same 2 decks being used, so be interesting to see people outplay each other.
Yes.
However you want to
Yes,
take
this will
that.
be a very interesting tournament just because of that. Because these are some weird decks that people have, and that's just the nature of a randomizer tournament. So,
So you will see cards that do not see common play on ladder. or in or just normal tournament settings, and because of that, you will see cards in very odd combinations that you normally wouldn't see them paired with. Just waiting for the okay that we have game sound. All right, we're good.
Okay. We're good.
We're good. So, Crococaw and Crocaine, you may start your second game whenever you guys are ready.
All right, looks like Crococaw is ready and Crocaine accepted.
And game 2 is live. Both being good sports and giving thumbs up.
Yep.
I strike from the shadows.
Has anyone played anything yet? Yeah.
Crow
I got-
plays Shadow Blake, and Crocaine leads with Vomit Boy Jean.
Be right in.
Crocaine follows with Tyrion, and Crococaw follows up with Summoner Weiss, summoning the Gigas in the back as allow it to build up aura and bank.
Crocaine comes in with the flint.
Tyrion and
And
Flint
all
will
of
clean this
that-
up.
Yep, all of that's just cleaned up.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
There's the fox.
Wow.
Ooh,
Okay, so that's a new.
stuns the-
That's something I just learned. So Fox cast speed as well as the area got sped up in the most recent patch, and apparently it's fast enough to interrupt a Weiss mid skill.
Yep. Very interesting. It can interrupt pretty much every ability. It's pretty interesting how it works now.
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen it interrupt Cinder before it comes out.
Yeah, definitely the speed up of Fox cast animation as well as increasing the AOE definitely makes him a very viable kind of way to stall out a push because you can just play because his ability is global, so you can use him either defensively or offensively. Both players just banking aura right now.
Yep. Crocaine with the port at the bridge and a Ice Weiss. Ice Weiss will get the ability off this time.
Yeah, Kakaw tried to go for the same play with Fox, but was unfortunately just a little bit too slow.
Yep.
I strike from the shadows.
Kakaw follows up with Shadow Blake, which is going to deny these thugs from doing damage.
She hasn't played Spider Droid yet.
Yeah, which is interesting.
I cut in.
Yeah.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
So we got a fox coming out.
Decent use of
Not-
Fox ability, but there's not like anything to DPS down either of these units.
Yeah.
But followed up
So
with
here
Fire.
comes the Spider Droid
Aw, too cold for you.
with the Ren. Ren will
Ooh.
kill the Ice Weiss.
Which forces the Flint out of Crocaine to not have the Spider Droid get an auto attack on the turret.
That fox is just wasted there from Crocaw, unfortunately.
And 2 Cinders and an Ice Flower is kind of scary.
Yeah, this is a big push, but most of it's going to be taken out here by the Ice Weiss, the Swiss.
So interesting thing about Summoner Weiss is that the Gigas got an AoE attack in this most recent patch, and it does do enough damage on even levels to one-shot thugs,
Yes.
as we saw that interaction just happen.
Yep. So Summoner Weiss actually isn't all that bad in this patch.
I strike.
Definitely
In
better than she was.
in situations where you're playing on even levels, she definitely will see more use.
Good job.
On ladder,
Yeah.
it's going to be a bit more difficult to see use because of the fact that most people have very high level commons, and therefore trying to get an epic to match, common levels on ladder is going to be not as easy. So Summoner Weiss will probably still not see too much use on ladder.
I strike.
Crocaine getting some decent damage there with the port. Crocaw trying desperately to keep everything alive, but he'll just be taken out by the Flint here.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job. Oh, may I cut in?
Fox
I strike from the shadows.
almost gets the ability before Cinder, but not quite.
Yeah, and the issue with playing Fox offensively is that if you don't kill the units that you confuse, they'll remain alive and just bank aura for you for a counter push, which is what's happening right here.
So
That was a pretty clutch Fox fuse for defense.
yeah,
But you
but that spider droid that she just played got killed before it even got the ability off.
Yeah, and we're still running the same problem of like that port has been alive for a very long time, and there's still 2 cinders and a vomit voyage out.
One of the cinders is locked on, and that's the game.
Yeah, the difference there was Kakal was not able to utilize Spider Droid offensively, or really even defensively at all. Like she was just
Yeah.
pressured out to not be able to use Spider Droid as a win condition.
Okay, so
So match 1, we're already going to game 3.
yep. Looks like Crocaw's ready. And there it is.
And game 3 is live.
And here's match 3. Yep. Both players with the thumbs up. Crocaw following with a Nolan in the back, and Crocane with a Vomit Boy. Crocaw with a Summoner Weiss, summoning the Gigas in back of it.
I strike from the shadows.
We have a
Okay, with the
from
Tyrion.
Crocane here. Yep.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job. Oh, may I cut in?
Fox was used to stun port there.
So this is a do or die for both players here.
Port dies to turret. Can no one get the... Ooh, no one was able to get the stun, but
Yep.
Cinder does die now. It's Shadowblade and Summoner Weiss going for the counter push.
Fight, focus, repeat.
Freezes both of them, but both still live. Summoner Weiss finally dies, which forces the Ice Flower out to stop the Ren.
Yeah, that Ren will get nothing done there. There's a spider, the spider droid from Crow.
But pressuring Ren there to force out Ice Flower was not an equal aura trade for Crocane, which allowed Kakao to bank aura to then play Spider Droid offensively.
Mm-hmm.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Not entirely sure about that Fox play there. It's just going to take out the Tyrion, but now we have
It
Crocane with
at
the
least
Vomit
clears
Boy.
the board. It clears the board, but
Yeah.
in an aura inefficient way. Because
Yeah.
they also play Gunners, and the Gunners die to Tyrion.
Exactly. So Vomit Boy coming in
Strike from the shadows.
and a Fort.
Too cold for
Fight,
you?
focus, repeat.
Interesting to note there is Kakao played Nolan first and then Shadowblade, when in reality you actually want to do the opposite. You play Shadowblade first,
May I cut in?
clone her back, so Course Distracted, and then you play Nolan.
Yeah.
It usually allows for that trade to be much more efficient.
So we have another spider droid here.
Ice Flower defending this really well.
Focus, repeat.
I strike from the shadows.
Here's a port.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Notes that he can get the port in, so
Too cold for you?
uses it there. But port will be taken out here.
Yeah, Port will
With
be taken out,
minimal
but Ice
damage.
Flower will live to probably get a second activation. Yeah, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
Kiki-
Ren coming into this lane, just gonna get nothing done there.
yeah, because
Good job.
Crocane blocked the Ren was going to lock onto Ice Flower, but by playing Thugs there, it forces Ren to lock into one of those and keeps the Ice Flower alive. This Ice Flower
might
might
get a
actually
third.
get a third ability. Yeah.
Yep.
Fight, focus, repeat.
Yep, there it
It
is.
does.
There's the third. That port is gonna get a lot of damage. This move.
Aw, too cold for you?
Things aren't looking too good for Crocaw.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
29. That's
That's-
just a cinder
Ooh.
away. Yeah, that's cinder damage.
Yeah, there's just a lot of like area of effect stuff that cocaine has, which kind of denies like a cause use of gunners or thugs in any effective way.
Yeah.
Which just allows because you have all that ranged AOE, if you can't efficiently kill it when it's played defensively, it just builds up and forms just a ridiculous counter push that Kakaw's deck wasn't really able to manage.
Yeah.
So, Cocaine advances 2-1. Our next match will be Elena versus Vibin.
Should be interesting.
Getting the decks up there now.
While we wait for us to get this next match started and for the decks to come in, Cobra. So, what were your
Yes.
thoughts on this recent patch?
I like it, honestly. So it was a very good patch. I do believe that gunship is a little OP. I'm not ready to say it's this, end all be all broken card, pre-nerf ice flower, all that jazz. But it is a very good card. But I don't know. I like it. Overall, I
Shoot.
think the patch was very, very well done.
Elena's already starting the match. Okay. Come on. Looks like... Alright, yep. The match has started.
Yeah, game one is happening between Elena and Vibin.
I strike from the shadows.
So Elena with a crow in the back, along with the baby death stalkers.
Good job.
There's a fox ability from Team Vibin.
The Shadow
Yeah,
Blake and Roy will come out. Velvet used to
Interesting.
Clone the Flint.
Velvet use. That Nevermore chick's gonna clean up most of that. Flint chipping the turret. Not sure about that really. Probably could save that for something else.
25.
And another Velvet Flint use.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why she's doing that. She could be saving it for other units, but. So there's the shopkeep from Elena. Team Vibin with the Carmine. Delaying use of the ability.
Good job.
Good use of Carmine to stall out the brothers.
Yep.
Playing 5 BDS to stall the brothers even more, but that'll be a lot of damage on that tower.
Yeah. Very decent amount. The Nevermore cleans up most of that, but yeah.
And Nevermore was one of those cards that got buffed in this patch. But like Nevermore, the weakness of Nevermore is it tends to get easily distracted, and because it's such a slow attack speed, once it locks into a target, if the target has a lot of HP, it will just keep attacking it, which means the AoE potential of it is kind of wasted. Which means Shadow Blake is a very good card against Nevermore Chick when Nevermore Chick goes like on the counter push.
Okay, so that was interesting. I don't know if you saw that, but Elena's crow got caught in between the two shopkeeps and was not able to move. I actually would have taken advantage of that and just kept crow in between those, and then tried to bank two crows. But...
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Yeah, the queen push does manage to push through.
Yep.
Nice hustle.
And
Got
so
the
he's forced to
brothers coming
use
in.
brothers in. He doesn't cast the brothers in the Carmine ability, but it's a little bit too late. Elena was
And
forced
Elena
to.
takes game 1.
Yeah. Elena takes game 1.
Now we wait for round 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my thoughts on the patch are, I do like a lot of the buffs to the cards that really were kind of like insignificant in higher play, and so it's nice to see that they got some love and they're going to be a little bit more usable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like a lot of these cards that got buffed were in a patch where we then got introduced, where Elysian Gunship then got introduced. So like
Yeah.
cards such as like Scythe Ruby and Nora, yeah, they got buffed, but Gunship is an air unit.
Yep.
So it's like,
Yeah, exactly. Gunship is really good right now.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Yep. So Elena's coming in with a Crow and a Fox from Team Vibin. That Crow just gets 1 hit, and Elena will bank with a Shopkeep. Have a Roy coming in from Team Vibin along with the brothers. And Elena will try to stop that with a Carmine. But
A
these
little bit-
brothers are getting a lot of damage here.
yeah, the first Flint, not the Velvet one, was actually played a little bit too late because the brothers were still stuck in the Carmine AoE, and if you had waited to use the first Flint, it would have pushed them away and denied a little bit more damage on the tower.
Mm-hmm. So Elena puts Crow on the opposite tower. Personally, not too sure about that. But she had already gotten a hit on one, but here's his Y to try to
Hit both.
chip out both those shopkeeps.
But the shopkeepers were able to allow her to bank enough aura to play a queen.
Yep. So we have a queen coming up on the right-hand lane here. And a Nevermore chick in front. Interesting use. I probably personally would have played it behind the queen, but in front works as well.
Yeah, Carmine and Iceflower will stop this.
Good job.
And then
Yeah,
Fox,
pretty
Fox
recently.
like this is just the chain of CC on this poor queen.
Right. Elena only gets a little bit of damage there. Crow gets 2 hits, 3 hits.
Followed up with a Roy.
And a S Blake in the same lane, using the shadow to bring it back over. We have a queen coming in from Elena.
Flower.
That S Blake did get some decent damage. We have another Flint to try to delay the brothers, but
And then,
unfortunately,
and then Vibin has his own Flint.
yeah. Unfortunately, Flint against the brothers, they're just so tanky that Flint can't really stop them all that well.
Nice hustle.
Yeah, he can stall, but he's not. It's not like there's not like hard CC. You're just like stalling from them getting hits.
Yeah, exactly. Crow's still getting some damage done.
It's too little, too late though.
Yeah. Team Vibin takes game 2. So now we have a game 3.
2 matches and 2 game 3 so far.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Looks
Game-
like
Game 3 is up.
looking at the, oh yeah, game 3 is already up. Wow. I was looking at the other matches, seeing how they were going.
5 BDS lead off for Elena, followed by
And,
Queen.
Yep, and a queen coming in immediately.
Vibin plays Fox and just holding on to the ability. Fox just walks forward and dies and doesn't even get to use the ability, which means Vibin
Yeah.
has to play Ice Flower to stall at the Queen. But he played a forward Ice Flower, which this will stall Queen, but it's not enough to kill it. Shadow Blake and Carmine are played to stall at the Queen, but Elena plays Crow, and then a Velvet Crow. So there's a lot of chip damage from both these Crows, and it's going to allow Queen to get to tower.
Yeah. That Queen gets some decent damage here. That's a lot of damage from the Queen. Elena's
Yeah.
using the Carmine to clean up all that.
Yeah, Vibin played Albane Brothers there, just trying to get some sort of counter push going, but Elena just has Carmine to just pull the brothers to the middle of the map, and they get nothing done.
Yep. Flint getting a few chip hits there.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
We have
Vibin.
yeah, with the Fox, kind of a weird Fox, but
Yeah, Fox is one of those cards where, like, when the board is blank, you don't really want to play him because
yeah, exactly.
of the fact that he walks forward really quickly, and if the opponent's smart, they won't play anything worthy that's worthy of being CC'd by Fox, and he'll just walk into tower and die.
Yeah, exactly. Although Vibin with that push did get some decent damage.
Indeed. And that's because Elena played Shopkeep and was trying to bank Aura there, which left her vulnerable to getting pushed on.
Yep. So that Crow will take out the turret. So Vibin is down a turret now. We have another Shopkeep from Elena, and kind of to your point, like last time, she's trying to bank Aura, but Vibin just has too much Aura already saved up, so he's coming in with the brothers already.
Yeah. Like, the thing with Shopkeep is, like, the instant you play it, it puts you into an Aura disadvantage, but as long as you are allowed to be able basically to defend for about 20 seconds or so after you play Shopkeep, Shopkeep will start paying for itself and more.
Exactly.
So the trick is you need to play Shopkeep and then play defensively for about 20-30 seconds, and then once you do that, your Aura will start regenerating just faster through the Shopkeep, and this allows you just to build up incredible counter pushes as long as you defend properly to allow you to build up said counter push.
We have 7 seconds. It doesn't look like Vibin's going to be able to do it, and it looks like that is it. So Elena takes round 1.
Yeah, Elena takes round 1 with a 2-1 in the best of 3.
Yep. Looks like Rain Buckets won his first battle against Crow and Wen. Let's see. Looks like their Rain Buckets won round 2, so Crow and Wen is out.
As expected, Rain Buckets is really good.
Yeah, Rain Buckets is incredible at this game.
Yeah, Rain Buckets is one of those people where, like, he could play, like, very, very weird decks, and he's known to, like, experiment on ladder and try, like, he tries, like, I want to try this and make this meta, and he just tries it even though he knows it's inefficient. But, like, he just somehow finds ways to make stuff work.
Mm-hmm.
Rain Buckets is just a very solid player all around.
Yeah. There's a reason that he's one of the best players in the game, or considered to be one of the best players in the game.
Mm-hmm. So, next match that we have on stream for you guys is Clash Rubial versus Dr. Pepper.
So Clash Rubial, this should be a very interesting match because he likes playing really weird decks. So it's not that he's really at home here, but he should be able to use his deck pretty efficiently.
Looking at both of the decks that they rolled this round, I am kind of actually happy with this, as both players were rolled Ren, which which most people know by this point. I am the local Ren enthusiast.
Yep.
And it's always a good time seeing people play Ren. Rubiel leads off with Summoner Weiss, and Pepper plays Den in the back,
Focus, repeat.
which is very interesting.
And Clash Rubial comes in with a Spider Droid in the back, just letting it walk up.
And a Palm Grenade.
Banks enough for the Palm, yep. Get some decent damage done on that Pyrrha. Wow, these are some heavy decks from both
Pick
players.
just tried to pull Spider Droid there, while Spider Droid was killing the ability, and as you can see, nothing happened to Spider Droid there.
Yep.
That's due to the change that happened in the patch where a Spider Droid, once you start the skill, cannot be CC'd. And
Yep,
as
can't be
someone
stopped.
who on ladder has tried to use Torchic and Partners in Crime to pull a Spider Droid, when you try to pull Spider Droid, nothing happens and it puts the Torchic ability on cooldown.
Fight. Focus. Repeat.
Wow.
And there's the tower. Oof.
Well, that was basically that was a game. Okay then.
Yep, that was a quick game one.
Game 1 goes to Clash Royale. That was huh. All right then.
As I said, he's very good at playing random decks. Like he's kind of like a Cody Sage servo kind of player where he does memes like all the time. So he just knows how to play weird decks sometimes.
Yeah, so yeah, Clash winning the first game, so we're just waiting for them to start up game 2.
Yep. Looks like the other stream is already starting round 2. Looks like Drifted and Dark Souls are playing.
Damn it!
So we have game 2 coming up right now.
it told me. It told me it was.
Oh, it's Clash for Bial and Glinda. That's,
Oops. Whoops. Whoops.
There's always
yeah.
there's always one. It always happens at least once in every tournament. Someone accidentally snipes someone.
You saw that, chat. You saw that, right? You saw it said
Done.
watch stream. Yeah, hold on, Pepper. Sorry about this. Here we go.
It wouldn't be a Majesty tournament without minor technical difficulties like this, now would it?
Right? Alright, so now we just need to wait for round 2 to start up.
Just patiently waiting.
Alright, looks like Dr. Pepper's ready, so. Yep. What? Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Clash won game 1.
Yeah,
This
Clash
is
1
game
game
2
1.
now.
Done.
Alright, so looks like
Fight. Focus. Repeat.
Clash starts with a pomegranate in the back. And a Summoner Weiss. Weird palm use from Clash from Bial there.
I mean, it does kill everything there, though.
It does, it does. Personally, I would have just gone for the chip, but. Ooh, some AKs from Clash for Bial. So that's actually something with the patch. So with the new patch, AKs now have 5 units, but their health was reduced by
Repeat.
what was it, 20%? Something like that?
22%.
22%? Yeah. So
It basically means that they effectively have a little less HP, but because you added another body, they actually do more DPS. like as a
Yeah.
collective group.
Yep. So there's the spider droid being used defensively.
And Dr. Pepper tried to pull it with Partners in Crime, and nothing happened because of the spider droid change.
Yep. And the partners in crime will just be taken out by the pomegranate there. So now we have a decently sized push from Ruby out here. And it looks like this is going to be turret, yeah. Possibly even tower.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Pepper even has anything like in his hand that's enough ore to deal with this.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot right now. I think this is game. Yeah, this is game.
Children,
You know, there's no way to stop that at all.
Yeah, you can't. So it looks like Drifted won round 1 versus Dark Souls.
Interesting.
Yep. And they are doing round 2 at the moment. So now we will have, looks like Shadow versus Crocaine will be our next match. Oh, one of us, I ping Shadow. Let him know that it's his game. He told us to ping, so. Okay. Just waiting for these for the match to get started.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Shadow just said give me a second. He will be here momentarily. And it looks like Drifted won round 2 versus Dark Souls. So it looks like Drifted will be moving on.
Huh. From looking at the decks that Crocaine and Shadow have, I have to give the edge to Shadow. Palm is just really, really good this patch.
Yeah, Palm is really good. Although, I gotta say, I am personally really liking Gunship just because it's very similar to a card in Clash Royale that's called Flying Machine, and personally, that is one of my favorite cards in the entire game. So I'm just like already at home with this. I'm just loving the Gunship.
Yeah, I was trying out Gunship actually earlier today when I was playing on ladder, and it's a fun card. I do feel like
It is.
I do feel like its stats might be a little bit overtuned. But then
Yeah,
again, like
especially the DPS. Is it? Oh yeah. Looks like Shadow is just waiting for Cocaine.
but yeah, like I do feel Gunship stats are a little bit overtuned, but then again, like we're only like 3 days into a patch where like 20 plus cards were changed, so
Yeah, exactly.
we'll have to wait and see. Because like its DPS is high enough where Gunship can like kill Port.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have a Shadow Blake in the back from Crocaine, and a pomegranate from Shadow in the back as well.
Let's do this.
We have a Mercury trying to stop that. A very, very interesting Mercury play, but it didn't work.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
the because for those who don't know, Pomegranate now has invincibility frames on her cast, and she didn't before this patch. So trying to interrupt her is very difficult, if not borderline impossible.
Yeah, it's incredibly tough. You can still stop her if you pull her with a partners in crime, but you need to be like like your timing needs to be impeccable.
Yeah, because the thing with that's actually a good thing to point out between Pom and Spider Droid is Spider Droid just can't be moved by partners in crime or Torchic, but Pomegranate can.
Mhm.
But you still don't interrupt the Nora part of the ability, so you basically need to pull her and then kill her as fast as you can.
Exactly.
Shadow cleans up that Emerald push with his Y.
Yep.
That was some good damage done by Crocaine there.
Yeah, very decent damage. Just using the Mercury for some chip. So
Given these two decks that they have, I actually don't mind that play.
yeah,
because
exactly. Same here. Crocaine doesn't really have much that the Mercury can be used on. So
Mm-hmm. So you just playing there for 2 hours just to get some chip damage is fine,
yeah,
considering that like he knows Palm is in this deck and it's almost impossible to stop Palm because Palm's just going to chip the turret like here.
yeah.
Chips the tower and does a good chunk of damage to Ursa.
We have a watchtower here
Nice hustle, Fox.
and a fox, which will get stunned. Well, frozen, I should say, not stunned.
Let's do this.
Fox was actually still alive, and it uses its ability, surprisingly.
Yeah. Ooh, that Shadow Blade
Fox is alive
lives.
with yeah, Fox is alive with a sliver of health there.
Just playing Vomit Voyage on a tank there allows him to rotate to get a watchtower out.
So now we have a
Let's do this.
Nice hustle,
emerald
Fox. Good job.
Ursa push.
Got all that money can't buy you skill.
Fox confuses the Ursa, played Wall, so when Ursa gets unconfused, he'll just attack the wall instead. Followed by Watchtower, which is going to stall even more.
Yeah.
Is why we'll clean up most of that, but there's still the Shadow Blake.
Yep. Actually, 2 Shadow Blades.
You know,
Some more just chip damage done from the Mercury there.
Yeah, good use of Torchwick to pull the Shadow Blake there. But then
Emerald-
Crocaine plays it smart and plays Emerald right there to do DPS, which is going to keep forcing Shadow to play Wall and Watchtower just to stall for time.
do this.
He's playing Palm to try to go for the
Grenade.
chip here.
Oh, man, I couldn't.
He's
I
just
think he's
using
really just trying to defend, honestly.
yeah. He just played Palm there just as a big tank to body block all the damage, and then also went for
Yeah.
chip at the same time, which
It
is not
worked.
bad.
Yeah, it worked. It looks like Shadow will need just a little bit of chip and one more palm. We'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, we really gotta stop eating like this.
Which Crocaine realizes is now playing Mercury and Cinder trying to chip the tower.
Yeah. So there is the palm, and all he needs to do is follow up with his Y, and there it is. Nope,
Let's do
he didn't
He's-
go for the win.
Yeah, he had his Y the blob of stuff there.
Interesting play. I would have just ended it or tried to end it there.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure his Y on the tower there would have ended it.
Yeah, yeah, it would have.
Nice hustle, Fox.
And he had
Good job.
enough time to do it too. But it looks like Shadow's just yep, there's his Y. So that'll be game 1.
Yeah. Yeah, so that game went on like another like 15 seconds longer than it should have probably.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he took the risk too because his tower was at like under 200 like HP or was like under 300.
Yeah.
So Shadow wins game 1.
Looks like Servo and Frozen Peddler going at it. Looks like Servo won game 1, so this is game 2. And it looks like Shadow is ready for his match. All right, here we go. Round 2 is going.
Both being good sports with the thumbs up.
Yep. I'm getting the glitch, so I will be right back in.
I also got the glitch.
So all, so all three of us got the glitch. All right, so we have an Ursa from Cocaine and the Palm from Shadow just getting the chip in.
Eating like this.
On. Too cold for you.
Most
Shadow
players,
pulling-
Shadow pulled the Weiss there. Most players would have preemptively pulled the Ursa there, trying to DPS it down, but there it makes more
Yeah.
sense to pull Weiss. Because Weiss freezing your tower is much more of a threat than the Ursa is.
Good job.
Mhm. That Fox is gonna clean up all of that pretty much, or well, at
Yeah.
least stun them long enough for other stuff to clean up.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I'm not entirely sure what you call that because it isn't a stun. What do you call it?
It's
Confusion?
a confuse.
Yeah.
Like, it basically is the same thing as a stun. It's just like, instead of them just like, not moving, it's just they walk around and don't attack.
Yeah.
It might as well be the same. It might as well be the same thing as a stun.
Right.
Which is, it's kind of the same thing as Freezer Burn, where Freezer Burns is also technically a stun, but like
Done.
at the same time it isn't.
So we have a Palm and an Ursa, both sides again. It looks like Palm's just gonna get the chip and Ursa's gonna come in.
Yeah, the thing about Palm is like getting 600 something damage as chip damage is really nice, but if you also hit something else along with it, then it gets a lot of value. So playing
Exactly.
Ursa in the back there was actually not a great decision because Ursa just gets
Good job.
chipped out by Palm at the same time.
Yeah.
We really gotta stop eating like this. Let's do this.
Here's his Torchwick. He's gonna pull the Cinder there,
Oh, man, I couldn't.
take it out.
Don't underestimate.
Cinder actually aggroed to the Vomit Voyage, which allowed Torchic to live a little longer.
Mhm.
Good patience
that's Palm.
on Crocaine's part to not Shadow Blake until Palm used her ability.
Yeah.
On. Tough spot for you. Good job.
So now we have the Fox coming in, which will get stunned. Well, frozen. That's
Oh, man.
But Shadow puts the wall down to stop the Ursa pretty much entirely here.
Yeah, and then Zwei cleans up all that
Yeah.
built up value of Gunners, Shadow Blakes, and Cinders.
Have an Ice Slice from Cocaine coming in, and a Palm to try to tank stuff as well as get the chip.
Yeah.
And it looks like Shadow is within one Palm to Zwei.
Shadow played Fox there, but he really didn't need to play Fox there to CC Ursa. He could have just used other stuff to DPS it down, probably.
Yeah.
But he played it safe.
I strike
Mhm.
the shadow.
You know we really gotta stop eating like this.
Preemptive Torch in the back.
Kind of a weird Ice Slice play there.
Yeah, he was kind of
Yeah,
forced
he
into trying to use Ice Weiss early because he knew that Torch would probably pull it.
Yeah.
Interesting going for the lane swap now.
So now Shadow is within a Zwei. And there it is.
Interesting. Crocaine tried to go swap lanes there to put pressure on the other lane to force Shadow to play Aura in that lane and not go for the chip, but at the same time he just kind of let Pyrrha and Torture just walk up to that tower and didn't play anything to defend it, and then Shadow can just toss his Y freely at the tower and will die anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like what Crow tried to do there would have been good if it wasn't so late in the game and he got chipped out as hard as he did. He probably should have tried going for the lane swap a minute or so earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we have let's see, who do we have next?
So yeah, Shadow wins 2-0, and we have Algesio versus Cody Sage.
This should be interesting. Cody is a very, very, very good player. And Algesio is a very good player as well. But he does like to play Paladin, so it'll be interesting to see how Algesio plays with the random deck.
Yeah, especially since Cody Sage, due to the nature of the randomizer deck, Cody Sage got got a pretty good deck, if you can see. He got
Right.
his deck is actually very close to a deck that Rain Buckets ran on ladder before
Yeah.
the newest patch. It's actually very close in style, where Rain Buckets played a variant of a Swarm deck for fun in the previous patch, and Cody Sage just happened with the randomizer to get a deck that's almost identical to that.
So it looks like neither El Jessio or Cody Sage are online. I will try to ping them in the academy.
We'll give them about 5 minutes. No, 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'll ping them in the tournament chat.
Over on the other stream, it looks like Sharo and Armed and Brady are going into game 2.
All right. So Cody Sage just replied to me. He just said that he is on his way. Well, he said okay. So I'm assuming he's on his way. No response from El Jessio though. All right. So it looks like Cody Sage is ready. El Jessio is still not online.
We'll give them a few more minutes.
Yeah. Looks like Sharo won game 1 versus Armed and Ready.
Interesting. So back on the topic of cards that got changed in the most recent patch, what's your thoughts on the Nora changes?
So I was actually gonna mention that. Yeah. So you know me, I am personally a big fan of Nora. I just don't really use her all that often because she's not really in the meta much. But
Right.
I do really like the changes. I've been using her a little bit. I still don't think that she's really meta material, but she's definitely a lot better than she was, and she does a lot of damage. Her hit speed is faster, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So Nora's definitely a lot better.
Yeah, I asked because in the last tournament you played, I believe your first match you played with a Nora deck and won, and you're
Yep.
like, I didn't want to use this deck, and then you were forced to use it for game 2.
Yep, I was. That was actually my Nora deck that I was using on ladder. It was pretty much my normal deck. I just replaced Nora for Adam, and yeah, I completely just accidentally kept that deck and was forced to use it in round 2.
But that was before Nora got all of her buffs.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
yeah,
I've been running new Nora on ladder, and she's a lot of fun. I definitely
yeah,
think
she
that
is.
I definitely am agreeing with you, where I don't think like she's like going to be like a super like top meta card, but I feel like she's in the tier like just under that.
Yeah, definitely.
She-
I would agree with that. As I said, personally, I am very happy with the changes just because I really like playing Nora. I've always liked playing Nora. She's just a lot of fun for me to use. But you know, I think I'm gonna stick with like the deck that I have now. At least for now, anyways. I'm currently using Crow, but I don't know. I might switch back to Nora, see how she does and stuff, and you know.
Yeah, she's fun. It's really fun on ladder when I play Nora, and I have like a big old like port push going, and then they play Ice Flower, and I'm like, I'm just gonna play Nora behind my port and just and, like hit your Ice Flower because Nora now outranges Ice Flower.
Right. All right, here we go. Looks like Cody and El Gessio are starting up. El Gessio is finally online.
And thank you, Sharo, for the raid on the stream of hosting us for 8 viewers.
Oh, so it looks like that. It looks like round 2 must be done over there. Yeah. Yep. So looks like Cody has a decent amount of stuff up. He has a swarm and a port coming in.
Follows
Well as a
Roy.
crime.
Jessica follows up with Roy.
And Roy cleans up most of that. So only minimal damage done by Cody. It was a very decent push, but El Gessio cleaned it up nicely.
Yeah, in Side 3 we did
Stop
get an
that
HP
site.
buff and a and her dash like speed was increased, but dashing into a port at point blank range as well. Side 3 was gonna die really quick to that.
Yeah. So we have an Ice Flower to try to stop this push. And it will.
Save the
So,
Ice Flower ability there.
Yep. El Gessio is just gonna get some chip in there with the penny.
Going with the squad and clone, which gets denied by Flynn.
Yep. Denied by Flint. Cody with the Blake emote.
The good old standard sad Blake emote, which
I
CRVT is
love
known for
emote.
that. CRVT is known for that emote a lot on ladder, when
Yep.
like you stop his push and he just plays sad Blake emote.
I like that emote too, personally.
Oh man, I couldn't.
It's a funny emote. Alright, so we got a Partners in Crime, which will pull the Ice Flower immediately, denying any hits.
Yeah. Playing Penny defensively here, which
And a boneless.
yeah, Boundless Jean can kind of heal us up. Play Squad and
Yeah,
on the other
that
lane,
was-
which forces the Flint in the other lane.
That was a lot of damage though from Cody Sage there. This port being sealed up again. Will the Flint be coming down? No, he uses.
That was actually a pretty good use of Neptune there, because
Yeah,
if you
it
just
was.
wait, because Neptune can just one hit the Emerald Clones there, which allows him to use Penny just to go for chip. Which forces Cody Sage to play his own Ice Flower. And there's the Ice Flower change where the bullets no longer do the freeze.
Yep.
So he does hit both Ice Flowers with the bullets there, but they don't freeze them in place.
So, how do you feel about that Ice Flower change? Are you happy with it, or?
Oh man.
It's not what I expected them to do,
Yeah.
but I feel like if Ice Flower gets like any more nerfs, she's gonna be put into a territory where I feel like she would stop seeing play. Like I feel as is, she's probably fine for now. I was expecting him more to do a nerf to. I was expecting him to do more nerf to like her invincibility frames or to like the length of her cooldown on her ability, but they didn't. They did neither.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job.
So if that's a funny interaction on even level, an Ice Flower does not one hit a gunner. So playing Boundless Jean there actually keeps healing the same gunner, so Ice Flower can never kill it.
Uh-huh. Looks like Port's gonna get a little chip here. taking out the Griffin there.
Yeah, Griffin got buffed as well to do more damage, attack faster, and have more HP.
Yeah, I still don't think Griffin's very good, but I mean, it was a sorely needed
A
buff.
buff to him, yeah. Griffin was not in a good spot
Yeah.
before this buff. And
Yeah.
even after this buff, I don't know if he'll see like a lot of use, but
Yeah,
as a three
probably not.
aura flying air card, I do think he's okay defensively, but offensively you're just not gonna see him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like playing him there in defense actually made sense. But like just trying to do a Griffin based push to go aggressive, you probably won't see that like at all.
Good job.
Mm-hmm. This game might go to a tie, and if it does, Cody Sage will be the winner. But
Preemptive Ice Flower on the offense there, but then Neptune interrupts Cody's Ice Flower, which then kind of forces him to play Partners in Crime to pull Jesse's Ice Flower. Otherwise, Jesse's Ice Flower got a second activation, and then this push is just completely dead.
yeah,
That was actually a clutch Boundless right there. It heals Ice Flower so it doesn't die to the Neptune drop.
heals everything. Oh, right
And the
before the game ends.
Yeah, and the Fox was a little bit too late on Jesse's side to stop the port from getting a shot off.
Yeah. So Cody would have ended up winning regardless had he gotten those last hits in, but just because of the turret damage. But
Yeah, as Flashy points out in chat, Cody's deck is disgusting. Yeah, he rolled
yeah,
a
it is. It
yeah,
is.
yeah, he rolled a
good.
very good deck. He rolled a very, very good deck.
Yeah, he rolled like a meta, like a meta deck. Like you could have probably switched out, you know, something like Ice Flower for Fox, but overall that deck is really, really good.
Yeah. Game 2 is starting.
Yep.
I got the bug again, of course.
I'm good. So Cody Sage comes in with a squad, which is promptly taken out by the Flint. Partners in Crime coming down from Cody Sage. Now the Roy.
Neptune dropped to stop that push. Followed by
Yep.
Squad and Scythe, followed up by Squad, which is then followed by Scythe Ruby and Flint on Jesse's part.
Which will clean most of that up. And it looks like Scythe Ruby will get a hit before it's taken out by the port.
Yeah, the HP buff on her does allow her to be kind of a threat on towers, but there's still a lot of ways you can play around a Scythe Ruby.
Yeah. I do like the change that she dashes quicker though.
Yeah,
That's a very needed change, I believe.
yeah,
I
because
still don't
before,
think she'll see a lot of use, but
Good job.
it's kind of like Nora. She's in like a good spot to where she can be used by some people.
yeah, it's one of those things where like her buff is more of kind of like a quality of life improvement instead of like a like meta-defining buff, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I hear you.
Neptune just stalling out that push.
Mm-hmm. Algessio with a slight damage lead here. Both players is banking up aura now. Algessio comes in with a penny, and Cody Sage with a port down opposite lane here. So it looks like he's trying for a split push.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
An interesting choice to clone, to use Emerald to clone there when he did, but
Yeah.
this is pressuring both sides with the pick still living and Iceflower now in the other lane.
Uh-huh. So now we have a port and a Partners in Crime. Two Partners in Crimes, actually.
Yeah, this is where Partners in Crime can get very scary, because if you can cycle to get multiple Partners in Crimes out, it's like trying to play like high value stuff to stop pushes is very difficult because
Yeah.
there's just so many partners in crime that can pull your stuff,
Yeah.
and it gets very difficult to manage.
Having 2 or more partners in crimes on the board is just devastating. So it looks like this port is going to get some hits in here.
And because
A
Port's
lot of-
tanking, it actually that cloned partner in crime actually was a threat to swing on the turret.
Yep. If it wasn't for that fox, it actually would have gotten a hit.
So just
Okay,
gonna set a
Roy
little bit of
coming.
ore there before deciding to play a Roy.
Yep.
Played Ice Flower to deny the port and pick on the other side, and then played Neptune to stop the squad split push.
Mhm.
Bomb was a little bit too late to heal Ice Flower and pick there. Cody with the sad Blake emote.
Hello.
Hey, Drifted.
Joining us from the other stream, we have
How's it
Drifted.
going, guys?
Welcome.
Doing good.
Welcome.
I'm excited for the quarters.
Right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, good job. Good games.
Yeah, Dark Souls unfortunately didn't have a win condition,
Yeah.
but these games versus El Gestio and Cody Sage have been very close. I've been watching this.
Right?
Is this just coming down to like Flint chip? Is that what's gonna win this game?
Like, possibly, yeah.
It looks like it, yeah. It looks like
Ice
it
Flower
might
got a
be.
hit there, and then Flint got 3 attacks there.
Good job.
Fox is gonna stall that.
Yeah, Cody Sage has a very decent push, though, coming in
Cody wins.
on the opposite lane.
Wow.
Yep, there it is.
Cody just played squad and port the other lane,
See,
while Fox
Wow.
was confusing the other side, and like there's just too much stuff on the field to defend both lanes efficiently at that point.
and Cody
Wow.
being a swarm player knows how to split these lanes.
Yeah, Cody is definitely like I played Cody on ladder when he played in the previous meta before the newest patch when he played a style very similar to Rain Bucket's like swarm style decks, and he definitely knows how to properly like play something and then emerald clone it, and then you're forced to play some sort of AoE, and then he just plays a swarm in the other lane, and it's like how do I efficiently now defend that because I just spent 1 AoE skill to defend the first like emerald push, and then he just plays swarm without emerald in the other side.
Oh, I thought it was my game. Whoops. It's Flashy versus Elena. I just like muted my mic and everything, getting ready to go.
I'm really excited for my match versus Rain.
Oh, that's gonna be such a good game.
Do you have a good have you rolled your deck yet?
Yeah, and I got some dirty cards.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
oh boy, that's gonna be spicy then.
Oh boy.
I mean, you can look at it. Like, I'm not gonna hide it. You can go look at it if you'd like. But yeah, it's my main deck that I have on right now.
Just waiting for this
Ooh,
match.
that is a pretty decent deck.
Yeah, right.
Actually, that's like something that I might use on like ladder, save for the baby Death Stalker swarm.
What's...
Oh, it looks like Rain might have a deck too.
Oh god.
Oh no. Game 1 between Elena and Flashy.
Yeah.
Is now live. Both players being good sports to each other.
Yep.
Elena known
Flashy
for
with the Ilia. Actually, both players with an Ilia.
interesting, yeah. Elena follows with a Penny, and Flash has Ren.
Oh, so you must be happy.
Of course. So I'm always excited to see Ren play.
Children, please.
You'll like my deck too.
Ren got a dash in and a hit on the tower. Elena plays a Mei in the same lane. Sniper Ruby should clean that up though. And Elena has Gunship in her deck. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So
This is
Gunship
actually,
has a lot of damage and it flies and has 6 range, so it's equal to like Shadow Blade and Sniper Ruby. Its weakness though is when it turns to attack a new target though, its turning speed is very, very slow. So if you place
Yeah,
stuff
it
like
is
directly like
very
on top
slow.
of it, it just struggles. It just starts spinning in circles trying to reacquire a target.
Yeah, it's very slow at turning,
Children, please.
which I suppose balances it out somewhat. But
It's still a 4 unit with high DPS and
Yeah.
it flies, so it's still going to be very strong despite it having the turn radius weakness.
as I said, like the DPS that it has is just ridiculous. The amount of DPS that Gunship dishes out is
It's very
on a
high.
different level. Yeah. I think level 9 is 306.
I think it's like 305 or 306.
Yeah, something like that. Because I have it at level 9 right now, and I believe it was 309.
3, 4.
306,
Yeah,
something
4 shots and it did like almost like over 1,000 damage. Like Gunship's DPS is very, very good.
So Flashy with the Bayo pack, getting some decent damage there.
Yeah,
Elena
forced
trying
Elaine to play
defend
Penny
it.
defensively there.
Please.
Yeah, trying desperately to defend it, but
Aw, too cold for you. Nice hustle.
Gunship
Sniper
not
Ruby
in
might be
range.
one of those cards that's actually a decent like counter to Gunship, just due to how much damage her skill does. But the thing is, Sniper Ruby hasn't seen a lot of play lately, just due to the fact that Ice Flower kind of like overshadowed her in terms of usefulness. But Ren just pushes through the other side and just kills the other tower.
Yeah. Looks like Flash is going to take this game. Actually, that right there kind of highlighted what you said with the turning speed. It took the Gunship like 3 seconds to turn around in order to hit the Glinda that was moving down the lane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Flash takes game 1.
Yep.
Did you guys see Rain's Bucket's deck?
I did.
Oh
Hey,
jeez.
Drift. Good luck.
Oh jeez. I just saw Rain's deck too. Oh boy.
Imagine actually rolling that and like trying to tell me it's not rigged.
We have game 2 of Elena and Flash is now live. Elena leads off with Penny. Flash sits on some ore for a little bit before playing Sniper Ruby.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Have a
Questionable
interesting
fox.
fox. Yeah, very questionable.
That was a questionable Fox, yeah. Penny did get some auto attacks on the turret,
What's our next?
but I'm pretty sure Fox really wasn't needed there, because Sniper Ruby's still alive and is probably going to get a second ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her cooldown is extreme. Alright.
That Flint was... I'm not sure about that Flint. It does kill Sniper Ruby there, but that's 3 auras. It was not really well used. And now we have Adam.
Oh,
Neptune does
That-
stun
Neptune.
Weiss there. Neptune does stun the Weiss from getting the freeze there, but still, like, that was a very threatening push with Adam and Beowulf
Yeah.
pack.
but
That-
that
That
Neptune
Neptune
saved
denied
the game.
almost all that damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a clutch Neptune.
Oh, this gunship getting hits on. Oh wow,
That
that's a
Gunship
lot of
got
damage.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
what, 3 hits from Gunship?
Nice hustle,
Yep.
Fox. Good job.
That's
Fox
a
was
lot of
body
damage.
blocking.
Oh, unfortunately. See, the way you got to use Fox is you got to remember that they walk away from the center. So
Mhm.
what would have been
Yeah.
good there is to place the Fox ability a bit further behind the
The Sniper Ruby.
Ruby.
Then she would have walked forward into turret
Yes.
range.
But instead she gets a bunch of chip because she lived.
Playing Thugs to body block Ilya here, which is an even aura trade.
Yep.
2 for 2.
And they're both on the same order right now, so pretty even.
Yeah, Flash has a over 1,000 lead on turret damage.
Children, please.
Elena's gonna try and come back a little bit using Penny here. Patiently waits till Glinda ability is used, and then places Penny ability so it will chip at both Glinda Tower and the turret.
Oh, unfortunately that doesn't aggro on the.
Yeah, if that winner had aggroed on the turret,
Turret.
that would have been some decent damage. Adam will be taken out there. We have Bayo Pack in the opposite lane, split push here.
That's a bad use of 3 aura, because now you're.
Yeah, Flint's not the best thing there.
Good job.
Yeah. That Bale Pack's gonna get a lot of damage there.
And
I
that
feel like
winter's
He's just gonna get
ways.
stunned.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
winter's
winter's.
gonna take out the Atom. All right.
Yeah, Winter will take out Adam, but the thugs and the Ilya will still live.
Yeah.
And Sniper is just gonna go for chip here.
Good Neptune placement, but doesn't prevent the Ice Spice. That
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's the turret.
Yeah,
Almost
play-
like Flashy.
Yeah, you can
takes
just see right
the
there, Elena played gunship like behind Sniper Ruby, and you just see how long it takes it to turn around.
right.
But yeah, Flash takes it 2-0.
And next up is drumroll Cobra versus Clash Rupiel.
Oh boy.
Yep. All right. I will mute myself, and I will see you guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You'll need it.
So I was talking with Cobra a little bit about the patch. What are your thoughts on it, Drifted?
I don't know what to feel about it yet. I think
I know you as a Palm Grenade player. You're probably like happy she got buffed, but like at the same time, new Palm is just ridiculous.
no, I'm not happy she got buffed because she's just gonna get nerfed and she's gonna go back. She's gonna be worse than she originally was.
Probably because like let's make both Spider Droid and Palm pretty much immune to CC, which means their damage from abilities is basically unstoppable. That's a
Yeah.
great idea, right?
Dark Souls found out the hard way that Palm has invincibility frames, so he was using Partners in Crime and tried to pull my Palm twice when I was using my ability.
Oh
and
yeah,
it consumed his ability.
Yeah, in the match between Clash Rubiel and Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper had Pick in his deck, and Clash Rubiel had both Spider Droid and Palm in his deck, and Pepper kept trying to use Pick to interrupt both of them, and just it wasn't working at all.
All right, game one is starting. Clash opening up with Fox, which is a different that does nothing.
And misses the Shadow Blake there, which, oof.
This Adam's gonna get a lot of hits on this turret.
One, two,
Three.
three hits.
Oh, this-
Borbatus in the other
Yeet
lane.
Piggy.
Very quickly has to play squad to deny the Yeet Piggy damage. Wall stalling out this push, and then Ilya is also going to tank here.
Yeah, the
One
fact
of the
that Cobra has wall is very helpful against a lot of the damage because Bumblebee can't really take out the wall.
Mhm.
She can go behind the wall, but then she's not gonna. She does 2 DPS in the turret, so.
Yeah. Rubiel plays a defensive Griffin. Which I was talking with Cobra about this, that I feel like the buff to Griffin, it makes Griffin a okay defensive card, but offensively, he's like, okay, he just doesn't play anything to defend the Griffin, and Griffin just gets 2 hits there.
Yeah, and that Ren basically getting no value. Sure, he gets a little bit of damage on that turret, but it's a glinted turret.
Good job.
Yeah, another Fox. At least this one, somewhat
It's
of
a-
an
it's-
even or
it's a-
trade.
Yeah, it's 3 for 3. And the Gunners are still alive, but like the Gunners would die normally to turret by themselves, but with Adam and Shadow Blake here,
That Borbatus is actually good because it just deletes everything.
yeah, it face tanked it, and Borbatus has high DPS for a melee unit.
Yeah. And... Oh, all right. I was actually worried about like that Borbatus actually getting hit on that turret, but
Yeah.
Cobra had to invest a lot of aura to like defend that.
Yeah,
So
because Bumblebee just is enough HP, just can distract if he plays range units, but at the same time, like Boar could be a threat, so he had to play that very carefully. You always had to wait till the last second to play squad.
I strike from the shadows.
there's the
Yeah,
wall defending nicely.
Yeah, because the thing with Griffin is he got buffed to attack and HP, but because of his movement speed being average, it means that Griffin is probably an okay unit defensively,
Oh,
but
there's the
offensively it's not
Baringo.
that great.
And deletes.
No, my puzzle box.
This is a lot of. And the Fox is just gonna.
Good job.
Oh, the Fox vs. Fox, and Cobra's Fox got confused.
Oh, but the Baringo doesn't get any hits on the turret. But that's 2 turrets. That's
Yeah,
a lot of
two
damage.
That's 2 Glinda Towers up, and that's another Boar Tusk out.
This Eye Flower needs to die.
Oh
Oh,
my! That
Yeet
ice flower,
Piggy.
that Ice Flower got shot by one of the gunners, died right as Boar was about to hit it, and it allowed Boar to keep walking forward and get the roll charge onto the turret. That was actually crazy.
Oh
Like,
my god.
Literally, if that Ice Flower lived for like 2 more frames, Boar would have rolled into Ice Flower and not the turret.
Yep. That's insane. Oh, I'm so excited for this next match now.
That was wild.
Holy, the Borbatusk wins. Isn't he 4 aura now? Like, isn't Borbatusk
Yes.
like actually cheap?
Yeah, Borbatusk is now 4. Like, the only change that Borbatusk got this patch was his cost was reduced from 5 to 4. Which means, like, if you put him in a deck that revolves around cheap cycle, you can just threaten with multiple Boars. And it gets really annoying to stop, because you basically just have to keep just throwing bodies on the field to deny Boar from just rolling to your tower.
Yeah, and he has high HP and high DPS.
Like, basically the only difference now between Boar and Ren is cheaper and has more consistent single target DPS when he's not using his dash, but Boar just has much better stats.
And
Like,
Cobra
higher
overcommitting there. Braille's just gotta jump over the wall.
And he played Adam too close to not get the stun, which means he has to waste the ability to only get 1 stun.
This is a lot of damage here.
Yeah, the Gunners plus Griffin, it's a lot of damage.
Wow. That is a huge push from Clash. And then, there's the 4 aura Boar. Like,
And we have
Just a
Boar
tank.
has enough, yeah, just a tank. Like, it's enough to tank Squad as well as a Shadow Blade. It forces Shadow Blade back.
I mean, not the most efficient way, but like, Boar's good for that now. Like, if this was before the patch, that would have been a lot worse of a trade.
Yeah. And then Griffin here, like, Griffin pre-patch would have probably died there because if he had less HP, but he was enough to, like, go to the other side, force another Shadow Blade out, and force Shadow Blade to dash, which means Clash can just play a Squad there and clean up Shadow Blade. And that means Cobra now has to inefficiently play Ice Flower to stop the Squad, but that means Y just comes in and just chips the tower.
And he's 1 Zwei away from taking the tower.
And Clash has not taken any damage on his towers at all.
Focus, repeat.
Yeah, this is... Clash just figured out his Cobra's deck and just abusing it. And Cobra with the inefficient Rents, he's usually, every time he's played Ren, I feel like he's like wasted it. And that's a lot of damage on the wall, which is gonna be...
Yeah. Ilya's not really gonna get value
Good.
here because Glyn is too tanky, Griffin flies, and Ilya can't hit up. Another use of Ice Flower, which is not super efficient. Yeah, they're just gonna Zwei and kill
Wow, that's good
a
value.
lot of stuff there.
Good job.
Fight, focus, repeat.
Children, please.
And Fox is gonna die there.
The Glinda Tower to save the day from any excess damage on the turret.
Yeah. There's just a lot of like tanky units on Clash's side that makes it very difficult to like when he goes on the aggressive to like burst through all that HP.
And he
And
just plays Glinda behind it, so
Mhm.
Glinda usually gets 2 towers because she just doesn't die, and then you're basically forced to drop out Ice Flower, but that's a 5
Yeah.
aura investment.
And that Griffin is distracted in such a way where it's trying to like walk away from that and it just keeps walking toward the edge of the map, which means Shadow Blade aggroes onto that and can't take the tower.
And that's game 2, and that's game 2. Clash takes it.
Yeah, Clash wins 2-0.
Clash versus Flash is gonna be great.
Huh, that's actually interesting.
Alright,
That's
My
interesting.
deck blew. That was
That's
a
an
terrible deck.
An interesting thing that Servo points out in chat is Ilya might actually be a low-key counter to Fox because when Ilya gets CC'd by Fox, because she's not attacking, she'll go invisible.
That is true. So now it is the main event, the quarterfinal time. First up is me versus Rain.
Oh boy, this game's gonna be
Yeah.
spicy.
I think I'm gonna get smashed because the amount of swarm that guy has.
Good luck, Drift.
Thank you.
This game will be very spicy. Dude, Cobra, that first game was nuts.
Yeah.
Like that, literally, like if your
That deck
Ice
was
Flower,
so bad.
if your Ice Flower lived like 2 frames longer, Boar would have rolled into Ice Flower and not your tower.
Right. Yeah, my deck was so bad.
Yeah, like,
it
because-
works a little bit, but it was not good.
Yeah, because your deck struggled with, like, he had like so much like stuff that you could just throw for HP stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rain versus Drifted is now live.
Yep.
Aw,
You know, you really gotta stop eating like this.
I don't know. I'm not sweating it. It was fun.
And I got the bug.
All right. So Rain starts off with a swarm immediately. Gets a little bit of damage done on Drift's turret. Nothing too big.
too cold for you?
Drifted plays Crow, gets 2 hits in before getting frozen by Weiss.
Yep.
Almost got the 3rd hit, but died right before the animation could go through. Playing 5 BDS just to stall.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Decent use of Fox, it's going to delay this, but plays Deathstalker Swarm, which is just going to die to Tyrion anyway. And then Drifted is just going to stall with a Neon. But Rain is playing a Dropship, which is probably going to get deleted by Port.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
entirely.
Yep, that Dropship just gets deleted. Port will kill this. Survive with half HP. Interesting play of Shadow Blake there, which Rain put Shadow Blake in like the perfect spot where Port walks just into tower range and then dashes Shadow Blake back. So even though Port has a spread on the turret, it's just out of range, so it won't hit the tower and get damage.
Aw, too cold for you?
Oh,
Ooh.
Let's do this.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job. Aw, too cold.
Wow, okay. Drifted had a very good use of Fox there, interrupting the Weiss ability there.
Thanks to Crow Kaka for the $20 donation.
oh, Crow Cacao with the $20. Thank you very much for that.
Drifted played Crow, they were very smart, flying the other lane to defend the split push dropship.
Aw, nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Decent use of Fox to stall out the Weiss and the thugs. Tyrion dies and cleans up the rest of the stuff there.
Do this.
Yep. So Rain tries a split push here with Dropship.
Flies Crow back, along with Neon. This
Yeah,
should clean this
Drifted
up.
will clean up most of that, yeah.
Nice strike from the shadow.
Have a Nora coming in.
Aw, too cold for you? Nice hustle, Fox.
Plays the dropship, clones the Shadow Blake, and the dropship.
Aw, too cold for you?
Confuses the dropship, which is going to get cleaned up by this port.
Yep.
Neon's going to
Decent
delay the
damage
stuff in the other lane.
on the right side here.
Plays Crow going for the chip.
Yep, left side.
Yeah, Port's going to die to Tyrion.
Good job.
I think that's so that Crow looked like it got like 5 hits.
And Drifted defended really well with Fox there. He didn't want to commit anything onto the Tyrion because it would have just died to Tyrion's death passive. So just playing Fox there just to confuse everything as it dies to turret was pretty smart of him. But now we have a split foot dropship play going on here. Delays with IBDS and then flies Crow to the other side. But Rain's getting a chance to build up Shadow Blakes there.
Yeah, Rain got a lot of damage done there. Sends the Crow back to take that out, but
Drifted plays Torture just to face tank those thugs.
yeah. So we have a Crow coming in along with the torch.
Nice strike from the shadows.
Drifted waiting to play the ability. I would have taken it.
Yeah,
to
I'm
the
not
other
sure why he
part.
flew Crow to that lane. He probably could have flown it to the other side. But that
Yeah.
Crow, like, got a lot of hits in on that
Yeah,
side.
it did get decent damage done.
If he flew it to the other
it-
lane, that might have actually gotten the turret to, like, about 200 or so.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So Drifted did get
That-
one hit.
Drifted
In
was
with
very
the Port.
patient with the Fox. He waited till pretty much the last possible moment before using the Confuse.
Cold for you?
Yeah.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Drifted's turret is at 300, and Rain's turret is at 677.
Rain's going for chip with Mercury now.
Yeah. It's like
Neon chip.
This might be game. Oh, it's frozen.
Ooh, this is so close. Wow.
Ooh, that's game. Wow, Drifted takes game 1.
Yeah, Rain stalled out the Crow with the Weiss. He just needed to commit some additional DPS to stop the Crow there. That was a very close game.
Very close.
Just waiting for game 2 to get started. And game 2 is live.
My phone is currently frozen because my Discord just crashed. Alright, I'm good.
Rain Bucket starts off with Dropship, and Drifted starts off with Port.
And a
Going
Tyrion, which will be cloned.
So that poisons that. The clone Tyrion got value, but the normal Tyrion didn't. Good use of Neon to stall out the Dropship. We got 1 hit, 2. Good positioning of Rain with the Shadow Blake as far back. It actually drew the Crow off the turret.
An S-Blake coming in from Drifted here. Most likely going to be pulled by the Torchwick. It is.
Let's do this.
Nice hustle.
Mercury just getting a little bit of damage done on the fort. Interesting use of Fox. That was actually, the way that Fox passed the two Tyrions there actually was very interesting. It pretty much just made the board go even.
Yeah.
Rain going for the classic old school dropship Weiss push from way back in the day. It does freeze Crow. It forces Drifter to play Neon defensively, but Crow should be able to minimize damage here.
Yeah, he only gets a little bit of damage done there. They're pretty much equal.
And he flies
now
Crow over to
Crow's
get
gonna
Chip now.
Yep. 2, 3.
No, actually the third hit didn't hit the tower.
Oh,
Because
it didn't?
Rain, yeah, Rain placed Shadow Blake in a way where it just dragged Crow off of tower range.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Plays Fox to distract that, but then clones the Shadow Blake. So the distracted one is still has a pretty good HP. Plays BDSS defensively. Plays Crow to stall the Tyrion, and flies across for Chip.
Nice hustle, Fox.
Going for the dropship Weiss Emerald clone push again. Fox is going to stall that out. Rain tries to split a push with Thugs in the other lane, and Neon is going to deny that.
Yeah, now
That's
now
two
it's a very
Weisses.
decent push in.
Two Weisses, which freezes that turret for a long time.
Lot
Which
of
is forcing
damage.
Drifted to play Fox
Rain.
defensively here, but the thing with playing Fox defensively is you need DPS to clean this up. He has to fly the Crow back to clean up the dropship. Plays BDS Swarm, which forces the Weiss freeze.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
He looks like
Has
Fox
to
is
wait.
going to... Yep. Gonna wait just a second. There.
Just to defend that pretty well, he's going for Chip now with Crow. Gets 2 hits and gets frozen.
Now we have a dropship coming down the lowest lane.
Drifted plays Nora. Neon's going to distract the split push Thugs. Drifted might go for Nora ability here to get some damage on the
Yep, he
tower,
does.
which he does.
He does. Gets a little bit of chip there. Not much.
Tyrion's going to kill the
Uh,
fort.
And
Flying
now we
Crow to
have
do
Crow
Chip.
coming in. That's 2 hits from the Crow.
Yeah, that should be in. The Weiss plus Gunners there is enough to clean up Crow. Thugs going for the split push. Play Swarm to delay that. He's going to play Nora and Neon in the other lane. Tries to use Nora to interrupt the Weiss ability, but it was a little bit too late. Has to play Torchic defensively just to body block and avoid damage here. Crow just needs one more swing.
40.
Neon's going
And
to win the
that's
game
game.
here.
That's game.
Yeah, no structures and Rain's deck means Neon will win it. And Drifted beats Rain Buckets 2-0.
Insane.
So Rain was really sorry for that, Drifted.
He was really what?
He was really sorry for that.
Oh, yeah. At the end there, I thought I lost because I accidentally played Torchwick instead of Crow.
And everyone wish Shiro a get well soon, because he has conceded from the tournament due to illness.
Oof.
Oof.
Get well soon, Sharo.
Get well soon, Sharo.
Oh, God, I was hoping to play Sharo, so it's a free win.
This guy.
GG Rain, though, that was really good. That was extremely good. That was fun games.
We're flying through this tournament.
It's nice.
It is. I mean, if everyone remembers what happened with 2 tournaments ago when went on for 7 hours.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Shadow played Palm, and Cody played Port and Boar. Neptune by Cody to stall out the Palm grenade.
So Cody Sage gets some decent damage done on the left side there.
Shadow dashes Shadow Blake there to get additional chip on that tower.
Let's not waste any time.
Cody Sage playing Summoner Weiss to stall out these thugs. There's Shadow
Palm
going
Grenade's
Palm,
not gonna hit it.
Shadow.
Ooh, that sucks. And this is where Palm Grenade really suffers, is when they just drop AKs after you use your ability, because you just spend 6 aura that's just gonna get insta-killed by them.
Yeah, and Shadow played
Yeah.
Neon trying to stall there, and then Glinda Tower denied Neon.
And that's double tower.
Summoner
wait,
Weiss
that's
got
Armageddon.
Cody
another.
Sage. Oh, we have a boar.
And that's tower.
Yeah.
That
Shadow was
boar
forced to play
almost-
Winter in the other lane to stop the boar.
Yeah.
And Glen Tower's just getting hits in. Someone just play another Summoner Weiss and summon Gigas again. another.
Oh my.
Done. Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat.
Yeah, you're pretty much. Yeah, he has pretty much forced to play Neon there. This Palm. Well, he played Palm and didn't get to chip the tower.
Not a single thing of drop of value. And that's probably a game.
This is probably a game. Yeah.
Oh, no. Defend. Oh, there's the piggy.
My strength in the shadows. How embarrassing. Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat. Let's not waste any time.
My game lags, so you guys have to take.
Neon gets through, gets chipped. Shadow now plays Palm. Cody plays Port, like point blank trying to kill Palm, but Neptune interrupts Port. Shadow plays Gunship as a follow-up, and the Palm buff is actually going to speed Gunship and Shadow Blake.
Yeah, this is.
Shadow Blake got some chip on the turret, but then had to use to dash away, and he plays Boar in response. Playing Thugs to stall out the Boar.
Oh man. Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat.
Plays Neon to stall out the Poor and Glinda, but it's going to go for the tower. Plays Palm, going for the chip. Does get it. Does kill the tower, so we are going to sudden death. But Cody plays AKs in response after Palm was played.
Never miss a beat.
Yeah.
Cody plays Glinda to place another tower to deny Neon.
AK's coming in on that turret though.
Yeah, there's not enough stuff.
Well, tower.
He's running out of
Yeah, there
auras.
goes
He
tower.
can't body block these AKs.
So Cody Sage takes game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting development.
I understood that reference.
I think Shadow's going to be a lot better in game 2. Now he understands the deck. Yes? You do.
So me and Cobra will take over for casting this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Game 2 is live.
Oh, I was still in the.
Cody leads off with a defensive Glinda, places the tower. Shadow just cycling with Nolan. Plays Winter, gonna go kill the Glinda. Defensive AKs are dropped to deny Winter.
I strike from
You have a Nolan, which will just be taken out there, and a Tyrion. We have a
Tyrion.
gunship coming in from Shadow here.
Yeah. Boar's being played in the other lane, which is gonna get distracted by the Neon.
Gunship cleaning most of this up pretty nicely. That
The
boar
thugs are
almost.
Yeah, the thugs are placed in just the right spot where the boar got distracted by them.
Boar was so close, and then it turned at the last second.
I strike from the
Cody played Port behind Gunship, which then forced Gunship to turn around, and then Port just deleted it.
Right.
Neptune denied the Shadow Blake.
done.
Just gonna wait to play the Palm ability until Neptune dies a turret. But I bet you once Palm lands, he's gonna play AKs in Palm Grenade's face probably. Or he'll just play Summoner Weiss to stall out the Palm Grenade.
Yeah, it looks like Summoner Weiss will. It'll be fine here.
Plays Boar in opposite lane,
In the opposite lane.
Children,
which forces Neon to go through. Playing Glinda tower offensively. Boar's still
He hasn't
alive, so he
played
has to play
AKs.
Thugs.
I
Oh, the
that
Thugs
boar got a
got
hit.
The Thugs got distracted by the 5BDS, which allows Boar to get in.
That boar got a lot of damage too.
Once again, defensive Port, played behind the Gunship, forces to turn around and basically do nothing.
Yep.
The problem is anytime Shadow wants to go for a chip, Cody can just threaten a split push with Boar.
Yeah.
children, please. Very.
Winter down by Shadow here. We have an offensive turret by Shadow.
Strike from the
Sorry, by Cody.
Yeah.
How very.
But playing Summoner Weiss there was actually not great because it allowed Winter to get in. It forces him to play Neptune defensively.
That Winter gets looked like 3 hits. Or is gonna get distracted by the Neon again.
Yeah. And the stuff on the right's gonna just get cleaned up by turret.
Done. Children, please.
Plays Palm. Gets more chip in.
Oh man, I couldn't.
Now Shadow is just 1 Neon away,
Yeah.
and there it is.
Cody went for the offensive Glinda. He should have saved Glinda to place a tower
Yep.
to deny the Neon ship. But
Yeah.
he got a little bit greedy and tried to go for offensive Glinda turret plus Boar. So now we're going to game 3.
Yep. Looks like they are already starting it. And there we go.
Wasn't expecting that, were you?
You have a port down. Back.
How embarrassing.
Thugs in the back for Shadow. He then plays Winter. Winter gets body blocked by 5BDS, so Port gets CC'd, but there's no way to... Port's still alive after all that.
Done.
He might have to play defensive Palmier to clean up the AKs, which he
Yeah,
does.
he does. Yep. Takes them all out.
And the AK still got a couple swings in on that tower.
Children, please.
Have a Glinda.
Yeah, just normal defensive Glinda here to deny this.
Yep.
Neptune will...
Neptune should take out this S Blake pretty nicely.
Cycling 5 BDS. Play defensive
not
Nolan
do
as the
nothing.
face tank. Ooh, Glinda gets another tower
Ooh,
off.
yep, there's
He's gonna
tower.
be forced to play thugs here, just to body block the turret.
Expecting that, were you?
Oh, may I cut in?
Defensive port cleans all that up. Cody went for the split push board with Tusk again.
How embarrassing.
Well played by Shadow there. Using Winter to face tank the boar, and then Nolan to distract port. Winter got a couple hits on the tower.
Excuse me. Yeah, Winter getting a lot of damage done.
Gunship being played. Kills the Neptune. I'm expecting, yeah, 5 BDS here is just going to make... wow. That's the weakness of Gunship on offense. You just play something behind it, and it just turns around. It just kind of just sits there like an idiot.
That was funny.
Just spinning in circles. Ooh, that Neon was not in range to distract Port. So Port does kill Shadow Blade, but dies the turret. It does mean Shadow gets more chip in with Neon.
Yep. So Cody plays offensive AKs here, and looks. Sorry, Cody plays offensive AKs here, and
Yeah.
Shadows use the defensive palm.
I strike from the shadows.
Yeah, I think Shadow learned from game one that because Cody has AKs, he just needs to play Palm defensively, and then
Yeah.
try to benefit using Palm death buff to get some sort of push going. Because that's the thing about Palm that makes her amazing is like most people are just like, oh, you just play her and you just start using her to ship tower, but you have to remember after she uses her ability, you still have like a Pyrrha's worth of stats in a unit. With when she dies, she buffs allies near her.
Mhm.
Like that's crazy value. So if you find yourself in a situation where you can't play Palm solely for chip, you can use her in a way where you can try to do some sort of like classic push style and just put units behind her, which will get buffed when
Yeah.
Palm dies.
Having a defensive palm here,
Hasn't used the Palm ability yet.
but it looks like palm is out of range of the.
Maybe it
Palm
might
out
hit
of
that.
range?
No,
Oh, it
that-
did!
I-
Wow, I'm surprised.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that was close to like max range Palm ability.
Yeah, that was like maxed. That was like as close as you possibly could get to max range.
So Shadow wins game 3 and advances.
Yep. Interesting.
I'm
Now we have
excited for this
Flashy.
match.
Yep, so now we have Flashy versus Clash Royale.
Oh boy.
Should be interesting.
My
Mhm.
new deck is so average. Like,
Looks
I guess
like
it's not
Clash-
bad for a random deck.
Slate Clash is ready. Let's see yours drift. Yeah, it's not bad. Decent. Yeah, that's a decent deck. You're right, it's pretty average.
I mean, for a randomized deck.
Yeah. Flashy is not currently online. So we are just waiting for him.
Mhm.
I'm sure he's in stream chat. He's probably just logging on.
Yeah, I'll probably come in.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Flashy missing it.
Yeah.
Flashy, are you there? If you are, say in Twitch chat, so we don't disqualify you.
It's... Clash already asking if he wins by default. It's been a minute.
Uh,
Give him 2 more.
yeah, I can't. Like, I'll give Shadow a flash a bit. Did someone ping him?
Oh, Yeah, yep. There's Flashy. Flashy's coming.
There he
He
is.
said
Alright.
he said yo in Twitch chat.
Okay, good. Flashy, you're up. Clash was getting excited.
Clash was like, yes, I get a free win.
I get to the semis.
All right, Flashy's on. Here we go.
Oh, that means I have to either play Shadow. Even if I lose, I have to play Shadow or Flash. It's gonna be rough.
Oof.
I strike them.
Flash leads with Shadow Blake. Rubiel leads with
Oh, I got the
White Fang Watchtower. Clash just playing that to bank aura, not committing. Flash also plays Watchtower just to bank
Just
some
to-
aura.
To flex his Watchtower as well.
Yeah, Gunship does lots of DPS. Plays Bayo Pack in the lane because it's not within range to.
Oh no!
Oh no! Flash missed the Weiss ability. And then Clash follows up the back with a Sun. That's going to be a lot of damage on the turret.
That's
That
a
might
lot
actually
of
be
damage.
turret.
Wow.
Yeah, that Gunner's doing that's turret.
Wow.
And
then-
Clash with the BM.
Yeah, that unfortunate miss with Ice Weiss ability cost him.
Clash sitting on 10 aura, not playing. I mean, not Clash. Flashy's sitting on 10 aura, not playing anything.
Did Flashy give up? I think Flashy might have given up, honestly.
Yeah, he gave up.
I think he gave up. Yeah.
Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat.
Oh, I would a fast tournament this month.
Right?
Neo, if you would.
Ooh, so that's what happened. I think is Servo was like did the Ice Weiss tower block, and then apparently that's what happened to Flash. So a thing with Ice Weiss is if you place her like behind like one of the normal towers, you have to do this weird thing where you select her ability and you have to drag the ability around the tower to cast on the other side. Because if you try to just straight up drag it through the tower, it will just cast it on top of where the tower is.
Yeah.
A very similar thing happens with Nora ability, where if you play Nora offensively and want to hit something behind the tower, you have to drag the ability around it. Otherwise, Nora just goes to the tower and just straight up hits it.
That's unfortunate.
So it looks like game 2 is starting.
Neo, if you would.
Salutations.
Interesting Carmine ability, but that's what you get for, I guess, opening up with Carmine. Neo, unfortunately, not getting any chip in the turret, but it's RNG, and here comes the Beowulf pack. This time, yeah, he made sure. He
Yeah,
took
this-
that
yeah,
extra half a second.
This time.
Yeah,
Good dodge by Flash, not getting the Shadow Blade frozen, and they got the Neon Cat to tank. Hopefully, it doesn't even get a and because the rotation time doesn't actually get a shot off, and the palm grenade coming out. Uses his ability very late.
yeah. He was trying to see if Clash would play something next to the turret so
Yeah.
he get additional value with Palm.
But it's very risky, not knowing his full deck yet, because he could have just played Squatter on him and just killed the palm grenade before the ability got off.
Yeah, true. Just playing Thugs, just so the tower just lives a little bit longer so he can bank aura.
But as long as the other two cards that Clash has isn't something extremely weird, Flash might have it because the Ice Weiss and Ravagers just shuts down Beowulf pack, which is basically a win condition along with
So
with
there's Sun.
And there's Bayo Pack to follow up.
At this point, use a defensive palm. Oh,
Which, yeah, Ravagers plus Watchtower will deny that.
Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat.
And then Neon's going to distract his gunship, and it's just going to turn around and not do anything.
Yeah.
and doesn't get the Watchtower out quick enough, so it gets chip on the turret. And this is gonna be a 2 for Yeah, this is gonna be a good
Yeah.
palm grenade. And the invincibility frames
The
doesn't.
invincibility frames means Palm does not even get frozen there.
Wow.
Flash doing a good job at defending this so far, though, and
Yeah.
getting a lot of ship in. Risky thing doing Beowulf Peck and Sun at the same time, knowing full well
Yeah,
that
that was
there's a Weiss.
yeah, that was a 10 aura push,
Yeah,
And
10
he
or
got about-
push.
and he didn't get much damage at all.
Yeah,
Looks like
Palm is
Flash
just
is gonna
gonna.
take this game.
Yeah, Palm's just gonna kill that. And there's no way to come back in like 5 seconds on either side.
Nope.
Yeah.
So we go to
Flash
game
takes
3.
round 2.
So I guess the moral of this story is, as long as you don't tower block your Weiss, you win.
I mean, Flash does have Penny and Palm, two of the best like global chip cards in the game currently. So as long as you just play defensively properly, like he will inevitably chip you out.
Yeah. All right, round 3 is already starting.
Clash opens with Ice Weiss. Flash opens with Shadow Blake.
Interesting opening it with S Weiss because you could just punish that with the Beowulf Pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clash gonna defend with Gunship.
Flash is getting a few hits in there.
Watchtower gonna defend the Bayo Pack. Defended by Neon as well. Clash a little bit late to deny the chip with Watchtower.
But it prevents the Ravengers and these Gunners from doing any significant
Mm-hmm.
shooting.
Yeah, these guys will
Stop
just get a
all
little
that.
bit of chip.
We have a Penny coming down from Flash here. Waiting to use the Penny ability. See if Clash drops anything. And there it is.
Sun's out with his guns out.
Ravagers plus Neon will deny a lot of the damage from Sun.
Yeah, almost all of it.
Flash playing Palm Grenade.
Unfortunately, the gunship is in the wrong lane.
Yeah, if the gunship was in the same lane with Carmine, it'd be much more of a threat here, but it gets distracted by Watchtower and just will die to turret.
Yeah.
Flash is doing an excellent job these last couple games at defending against Clash's pushes.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you really have to do against it is save either Ice Weiss or Neon Cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you save Ice White or Neon Cat for Sun, and then you just save the Watchtower for Bayopack.
Yeah, and since there is a Watchtower, it's not like you can split it either because you can just draw them all in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Those Beowulf Pack not getting aggroed by the tower. The Ice Weiss got frozen.
A lot of damage there.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage there by Clash.
And wow.
Flash going for the chip now with Palm. Gonna go for the chip.
Tries
but-
it with the chip.
Watchtower's on cooldown now, and one penny. That's it. That's done. Watchtowers won't be able to come up.
Or
with
yeah, or
There's the-
yeah, Palm.
Yeah, there's the palm. Yeah, that's game. That turned out to be very close though.
Mhm.
Oh wow, that was super close.
Flash takes the series 2-1.
All right, wish me luck.
Good luck, Drift.
Yeah, good luck, Drifted.
So now we have Drifted versus Servo.
Servo is a player who is well known for playing very. He's very creative. He plays some. He's known for trying to innovate and play weird
Yeah.
stuff. So he's going to be at home playing a randomizer tournament because he's
Yeah.
very versed in trying out different cards and knowing how different cards work with each other. So whatever deck Servo gets, he'll probably be comfortable playing it. And game 1 is live.
Yep. Match is live.
Servo starts off with
Servo.
AK200s. Drifted plays squad.
200s. Interesting.
So the interesting thing about AK200s is in this patch they got their range increased, which does give them like a little bit more survivability, but like that's all that really got changed about them.
Yeah, overall they're not all that good.
Yeah, it's
Still.
more, it's kind of in the same vein as like the Scythe Ruby change and a couple other changes where it's more of a quality life change than it is something like crazy, like meta defining.
Yeah.
Drifted playing is why there to clean up the Summoner Weiss. Servo playing a backline Palm Grenade. Just banking Aura, waiting until Palm gets in range to inevitably go for the chip. Drifted knows this just banks Aura and lets the Palm get damaged through. Both players playing very patiently and just banking Aura, trying not to overcommit. Drifted going for the squad Emerald push, but Servo just plays Tyrion, which clears that entire split push. Glinda gets another, recharges her ability and places another tower down, this will stall out Port. Adam is played to kill Port, and then uses Adam ability to go forward to get some chip. Servo denies it with Winter. Drifted plays Den, which stops the Winter and denies it more. Servo is once again playing a backline Palm, just waiting for this chip to go. Just waiting. Going for the chip now. Drifted playing the Glinda, once again to placing the turret down. Servo is now placing stuff behind Palm, so we'll bend from the death buff. But Zwei pretty much denies that, knocks the port away, and the buff wears off. Interesting, but Drifted, he makes Adam switch to the other lane, and Servo plays Ren to deny Adam as much as he can. Den will delay this Ren, but once again, Palm, there's nothing really to stop Palm chip. So unless Drifted can find a way to somehow push through, like, all the cards that Servo's playing to body block, Servo will slowly win the game with Palm chip. He needs to find some way to push Adam through to get chip damage, but he's not really able to, considering Ravagers just do a lot of damage to shut down an offensive Adam. Drifted plays Velvet trying to clone Adam and go for more chip. Glinda delays Summoner Weiss and Port more. But once again, Palm being played to go for chip. The Palm actually misses the turret that time. So there is an opening here where Drifted might be able to get more value. Because Servo played Palm and didn't really get anything out of value for 6 Aura. Servo tried to use Winter on Adam, but Adam dashed and denied the Winter stun. Velvet Adam is working away on the Armor Gigas, which is not enough. Palm getting more chip damage. Yeah, I don't see a way for Servo to win this. And that's the game. I don't know. I pretty much soul casted that game.
Oh, wow, I have myself muted. My bad. I'm here.
Yeah, but Servo wins game 1 against Drifted. Drifted really didn't have a way to chip palm damage.
I've been talking too.
Yeah, Servo won game 1. And we're in game 2.
Yep. Yeah, instead of watching. Alright, my game is bugged.
Drifter going for squad, which gets denied by Tyrion. Playing forward, Adam going for chip damage. Servo plays Ren. This is actually a potentially scary push. Plays Den to
Yeah.
deny the Ren. Neptune will deny all the Ravagers. Ooh, that Neptune gets the shot off on Winter before Winter tried to stun Neptune.
Now Servo just banking aura here.
Yeah. I'm expecting Servo to play... I'm expecting Servo to probably play Pomegranate here and just go for guaranteed chip.
Yeah, probably.
Yep,
there it
there's
is.
the Pomegranate. Just plays it super far back knowing that he's not in any rush to go for chip. Tyrion will just deny this the squad and will split push.
Yeah, entirely. That Glinda turret will just clean up that palm.
Drifted sitting on full orb, just plays a Den.
Yep.
AK-200's in the back, being split.
Running away again.
Drifted playing the preemptive Adam in the back. Just dashing Adam back, just trying to bank aura. Dashing him back again to bank more aura. Goes for this Y to go for chip, which also hits the port. But the arm of Gigas was played forward, so that Adam couldn't dash to hit the port.
Most of that's just gonna get taken out by the port. Looks like the port might get a hit. Nope, not much.
Adam was used to deny the port.
Oh, here's Tom. Kind of switching lanes here, but it should still hit. It does. Heavy Velvet Adam here.
Palm just walking forward on the other side, gets distracted by the Den. So this Palm should just die to turret damage due to Den.
Velvet Adam getting a little bit of damage on there. But now some more guaranteed chip.
And it kills the Glinda too.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Drifted can do against this, honestly.
Yeah, because when he kills Palm, Palm's just going to give a buff to everything that's there.
Those Ravagers
getting more chip then. The Velvet Neptune is stun locking the Ren though.
It might be one palm away, honestly.
It is, yeah. Because new Palm does like 620, I'm pretty sure, at level 1.
Something like that. As long as he's able to get this off, looks like he wins. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, there
That's
it
game.
is.
Yeah, there's just no guaranteed way for Drifted to apply pressure on to Palm Grenade.
Palm is just an auto win in this tournament.
Palm is just very, Palm is very, very good in this patch.
Yeah, palm is good.
Yeah, I seen Servo's deck before I started, and I was like praying that wasn't his deck because it was like, yeah, there's no way I can win against this, and I was right.
Because like pretty much your win condition was just trying to just get Adams, just to force Adams in to go for chip.
And I had a little bit of Swarm, but he had Tyrion to just like completely nullify it.
Completely, it's like you're just like, oh, Squad Emerald, and then it's like Tyrion, and it just you just drop Tyrion in the middle of it and it just dies.
Yep.
So now you have Shadow versus Flashy.
But I'm going for that third place.
This guy. Oh, I almost just sniped Shadow.
Just waiting for the game to start.
Yep. Flashy's online. Still waiting.
Tick tock.
Tick tock. Tick tock. Still waiting.
Yep. Are you here, Flash?
Oh, there it is.
There you
Game
go.
1's live.
Oh, may I cut in?
I got the bug.
All right.
Shadow coming in with some penny chip. Flashy with a cinder.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate cinder. Oh, with the
Yeah.
Baringle though.
Shadow gets a Baringle roll. Interesting.
Every time I see Sniper Ruby, I just think it's an ice flower.
Right.
Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat.
Interesting, not playing Baringle to jump it backwards, and Coco to follow up. Just
Oh.
leaves Baringle forward to kill the Sniper Ruby, but Wall is gonna deny this.
Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat.
Let's do this.
That's a lot of damage on the
Bayo-
tower.
Yeah, Bayo
And that's
Alpha
what he got
getting
rid of
some-
Ooh, and the Coco got a couple hits in too.
I don't think I've ever seen a Coco touch a tower in my life. But that was a good push by Shadow. Next time, I think now he's gonna like know what not to do and wait till a wall's plays. Because if he just jumped over the wall, that probably would have been tower.
Yeah,
Right.
Flash playing his own penny.
Trying to chip away at the Baringle slightly.
Ooh, this should be fun. Salutations.
Shadow with a penny of his own. And here's the chip from the Baringle.
Oh, and the Bringle's still AoE hitting it. Oh no, he's not. I thought he was. That was Penny.
He will
Oh,
be
he's gonna
able
get
to-
slaps in.
Ooh,
1 hit, 2 hit.
And there's nothing to
Two
stop
hits.
this Alpha.
Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat.
Yeah, Alpha's gonna get some hits in
Yeah,
there.
that's turret.
And then Shadow has Wall to stop the Neon ship.
I'm not sure how Flashy stops this.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything like in his deck that can really CC Baringle down.
Yeah.
Pierre's gonna get a hit
A
and
little
the
bit.
shield.
Yeah, a little
Shielding.
bit of damage. Not much.
Shadow's
Baringle down
playing
opposite
Baringle.
lane.
Yeah, Shadow just playing Baringle opposite lane.
Yep, and here's the penny.
Hey, lovely outfit, kid.
Leaves Baringle onto the Sniper Ruby. Coco actually chunks out that Pyrrha.
Pretty decently.
Coco aggro's onto Pyrrha again, which means Pyrrha's just gonna melt. And Flash played Wall there, so that means there's no way to stop the Beowulf there. That turret might actually die.
Oh my god. It doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't, but it got really
Ooh.
close.
Coco is
Shadow
just,
takes game 1.
Yeah, Shadow takes game 1.
yeah, it's gonna be a really hard matchup for Flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Very
the
tough.
only close games here was El Jessio versus Cody and me and Rain. Otherwise, it's kind of been won, but just by decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
My deck versus Clash, his deck just counted mine.
Servo with
So-
the immediate Alpha Beowulf off the start, which has been denied by Nolan and Wall from Flash.
Flashy's Penny is obviously superior. Wins the duel.
Wins the duel. Shadow playing Coco.
Gonna burst down this Pyrrha.
And that pier just melts. And there's the big boy.
Harambe coming in.
Ready to clap.
Oh, man, I couldn't.
Let's do this.
Harambe just
Listen,
walking up here, getting ready to spank. There it is.
Oh, and then
It's a slap.
and the Neptune and the Bringle can't just ganged up on the Cinder, and Cinder got no value. That was a waste of 4 aura. But Coco's gonna die.
Yeah, Coco gets a lot of damage onto Pyrrha, but it's not enough.
Good job.
Coco's so bad.
Shadow plays Fox just to kind of body block there.
Yeah, that's a 3 aura body block. I think Flash might have figured it out somewhat, but I think as soon as if Flash makes one mistake and Shadow can get his rotation back down.
Yeah.
Here we go with the big boy again.
Ooh, this should be fun. Salutations.
Goes for the penny chip. Well, there's the wall, which will distract
Never miss a beat.
Baringle. And there's the neon to distract Baringle.
We all win when we work together.
Let's do
There's
And there's
the
no
Beowulf.
wall, and that's a free Beowulf.
Yeah.
And it stuns the Nolan.
That Mercury to
Wow.
stun Nolan was actually huge. Allows Beowulf to get the leap in.
Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat. We all win when we work together.
2 Pyrrhas. Neon gets stopped by wall. Goes for the leap in.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
questionable leap.
Yeah, it doesn't aggro onto turret. He aggroes to all the units behind him.
Never miss a beat. Never miss a beat. Good job.
Good use of Fox there. Hits everything and
Yeah,
CCs it.
Great use of Fox.
It forces Flash to play defensive penny there, which means that like Shadow can just leap
Oh.
Baringle there. Forces Flash to
now
play
he just-
wall.
As
Now he
soon
can
as
just
the
use
tower
Alpha.
goes down, here comes the alpha.
Yeah, if he plays, yeah, he's playing Mercury, prepping for the alpha play.
That
Or
Penny's
you-
gonna win
Yeah,
anyways.
Penny and
Yeah.
Merc is just gonna chip it out anyway.
So Flashy wins.
2-0.
Flashy. Yep.
Shadow wins 2-0.
Servo and Shadow in the final. And it's me and Flashy in 3rd place.
Have fun.
I want my dust Flashy. Don't think I'm going easy.
So first up, we'll have the 3rd place match, I believe.
Yeah, the 1st place match. Yeah, then it's 3rd place.
No, I mean 3rd place, then 1st place.
Oh, is it 3rd place?
That's typically how we done it before, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 3rd place first. Yeah.
Hey, Shadow, you need to roll me a deck.
And Flashy.
I told Wobblers I specifically want Shadow to do it because I've had more luck than Shadow rolls my deck.
Alright. We're gonna give ourselves a few minutes to reroll both players' decks.
Oh wow,
and-
that's unfortunate. Flash saying in chat that during his rolls he rolled Partners in Crime, but he doesn't own Partners in Crime.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So which means he was forced to auto re-roll that.
That's unfortunate.
Stacking up my deck now.
Yeah, close to.
I don't think Flashy does either, because if you didn't roll Flashy, then I know Shadow didn't.
So this is going to be an interesting final round, though.
Oh yeah, I want my dust.
This will be an interesting final 2 games, or 2 series, I should rather say. All right. So, Cobra, between who do you think will win in the finals?
I gotta give it to Servo, honestly. So Shadow is very good, don't get me wrong, but Servo is very, very good at playing just random decks and making them work. And I know that Shadow is known for that too, but I just think Servo he might be slightly better at it.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
I think it comes down to whoever gets a better deck.
Well, yeah,
that
obviously,
too.
yeah. That's huge, obviously.
Like I feel like because of the way Servo plays, he has a bit of an edge in like playing with weird random types of decks.
Shadow in the chat. My mods don't believe in my RNGs. Sorry, Shadow.
imagine both of them rolling like Palm or Spider Droid.
Yeah, so Flash. No, so Flash rolls Crow, and oh no, Flash is in the against Drifted. So Flash rolls Crow, Drifted rolls Palm.
And then it's like these players are playing cards that like are familiar to them. Who knew?
Right. Shadow rolls Spider Droid, and Servo rolls like White Fang Lieutenant or something like that.
Imagine. But it really just comes down to like how good their RNG and luck is with the decks that are rolled.
That's exactly what I was just trying to fish. All right, I got my deck. I didn't get that lucky. I got lucky, but I didn't get that lucky.
Feels bad.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Shadow.
Speaking of Pick is in my daily shop right now, which is funny
course
because
it is.
Palm Grenade was in my shop yesterday. I don't know why the game is just like, here, let's just throw legendaries at you. Like, I don't know why the game is like that to me.
I left some spice in my deck too. All right, just let you guys know.
I
little bit
left some spice. This guy.
Remember, this spicy character is who's gonna win me the game.
Oh boy.
Bet. I bet.
I mean, they're my win condition, so I hope so.
They're my I think I might know what it is by the fact that you said they're my win condition.
Well, you'd be misleaded. All right, Shadow has it, but yeah. One second, I'm trying to copy and paste it.
So
Prepare for me.
So Rainbow gets asks if it's Ribbon Blake.
I'm not answering that. All right, good luck, Flashy. May the best meme win.
Oh boy, these decks. Oh boy, these decks. Oh boy. Wow, okay. Yeah, these decks are spicy. These decks are real spicy.
Malachite twins. Yikes.
A certain
Yeah.
rollback George over on the A Discord would be real happy with this game.
Looks like Drifted's ready.
Interesting. I mean, looking at the rest of the deck, like, the rest of the deck is cheap enough to where, like, yeah, I can see that working, and the game is
Yeah.
live.
Fight, focus, repeat.
Burrow gun out from Flashy and a Ren from Drift.
5 BDS will deny the Ren. And there's the Malachite twins from Flash. Boar in the other lane.
Oh,
Scythe-
Boar gets a hit.
Yeah, Scythe 3 was not placed far
Two,
enough forward to take
three.
the hit.
Four hits from Boar there.
Fight, focus, repeat.
Flash is trying to bank with Malachite twins. Plays his own Ren.
Fight, focus, repeat.
Ren was placed and got froze by that Ice Slice, which means this Malachite is going to just do damage. Swaps the other one, re-aggros to the Boar.
And Scythe Ruby on the opposite lane getting a few hits.
5 BDS is going to deny the Boar from getting the charge damage, but gets 2 normal hits in, and these Gunners are just going to town on this
Wow.
turret.
You know, we really ought to stop meeting
Pier Scythe Ruby. Torch is going to pull the Pira, but 5 BDS re-aggroes the Scythe Ruby to the middle. Ren and Torch are enough damage to just delete the Scythe Ruby. We have Ren versus Ren. Both Ren just
And
punch
Ren
each other, and
wins.
Flashy's Ren wins. But Drifted pulls the Ren.
Ren versus Ren. Ren wins.
Both players just banking Aura right now. Drifted playing Gunners. In the back, just waiting. Flash doing the smart thing and just playing a Burrow Gun, just stalling out. Ice Slice to freeze the Burrow Gun. Scythe Ruby was played in a good way to deny the charge damage from Boar. Flash jumps the twin over there to add DPS to the
Fight,
Ooh,
Killing the
Twins
Boar.
gonna get taken out there.
yeah, so one of the twins is dead, so which means he can't use the ability to cycle Malachite's backward.
Yep.
Both players using Ice Slice. Drifted pulling out the Nora. Just playing Nora in a way to go for
Here
the
comes-
chip.
Yep, here comes the Nora Spice coming in.
Flash didn't fund the Boar on the left side, so Boar just goes rolling in. Good use of Ice Slice by Drifted.
fight, focus.
Yeah, Drifted will take game 1. That's really Drifted's deck is spicy. He has Renora and Boar. He has so much. His deck has so much offensive pressure, and he has Winter too. Like man, like Drifted's deck is just all about offensive pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough for Flashy to stop this.
Mm-hmm. Game 2 is live. Flash starting off with Burrow Gun. 5 BDS and Gunners from Drifted, just cycling. Flash playing a Ren in the back. Winter by Drifted. He uses the Winter to stop the Ren, which is...
Yeah,
No,
I'm not
not-
sure I would have done that, honestly.
Yeah, the tower had
Nora's gonna
aggro on
get a few
Winter,
hits.
so this Winter. Yeah, the tower had aggro on Winter, which means the Nora's gonna just get a good healthy amount of swings into that
You know, we really ought to stop.
Nora
tower.
got 5 hits.
Dashes the Malachites forward to go for a tower poke.
On.
Plays board in the other
Boar coming
lane.
in the opposite lane. That board's gonna get a hit.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Three.
4,
I
5.
think- Yeah, board is gonna kill
6.
that.
Wow.
Board or 4 horror is actually a legitimate threat now.
So I think Flashy gave up. Yeah, Flashy
Yeah.
gave up.
It looks that way.
That's what he posted in the stream chat too.
Board 4 aura. Board 4 aura is very, very scary.
I told you guys I left some spice in.
I'm
Dude,
sorry, but it isn't called Boar. It's called Yeet Piggy.
Yeet piggy.
Yeah, Flashy. I got a 3.1 deck, which really helps me out a lot. That 5 BDS versus your deck really hurts because you all have like single target, except Scythe Ruby. But
Yeah.
it hurts.
Flash would basically be forced to like either preemptively play Scythe Ruby to deny your 5 BDS, or have Pyrrha or Ice Ice on the field to use their ability to clear your 5 BDS or Gunners.
Yep.
Plus, your
But-
deck drifted was like you had no card in your deck drifted that was more than 4 aura, which meant you had this weird like hyper aggro deck.
Yep. And like, cause like if he played anything in one lane, I just like split it with Boar. Like, cause he did in the last minute there. And it's like, what are you gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah, because board 4 aura like actually demands you play stuff to respond.
Decks are
Yeah.
up. Moving on to the finals.
Servo versus Shadow.
Yeah, here we go.
Wait, is this like the first time in like 4 tournaments that a caster's actually made it to like the finals?
Pretty much.
Oh, not really the final, but yeah.
Well, kind of the final. Oh, almost this snipe Shadow.
I was scrolling through the academy and I almost tapped the friendly match too. Whoops.
Alright, looks like the game is going to be starting.
Yeah, GG Flashy. Not much you can do there, but yeah, it was good. It was good. Too bad you didn't have a better deck.
Game has started.
Yep, here we go.
Shadow with the immediate thugs.
Servo with the Griffin flex over here.
Shadow playing Roy. Server with the back, with the support in the back, just banking. Shadow plays Penny in response to get chip damage on port and the turret. Forward Ravagers. Plays Nolan just to distract the port. Allows the Cinder and Penny to DPS it down with help the turret.
Yeah.
Forward Adam will stun the Cinder out.
Yep.
And the Mercury hasn't used ability either.
Shadow again
Shadow
with the
will Baron Ball.
That's nice.
Shadow flexing on everyone.
But
with
Servo
Baron
does
Ball.
have Torch.
Yeah, I think Torch is fairly important in this game. All 3 of my games except the one I played versus Servo, I had Torchwig, just in
Yeah.
case, like those kind of cards.
Defensive Glinda from Shadow.
Nice hustle, Fox. Good job.
Fox stopping the Glinda and the thugs, playing Ravagers to follow up and DPS it down. Roy from Shadow will clean this up.
Both players very equal right now.
Yeah, ironically, both players rolled decks that are actually fairly even against each other.
Yeah, that's only happened twice before, as Josium, Cody, and me and Rain.
Yeah.
Children,
Using Fox to distract Cinder.
Oh wow, Syndra lives. And does she does.
Yes. Cinder lives, and Torch pulled Glinda forward, actually. Which allowed Shadow to bank up to the bearing goal.
Adam doing a good job of defending.
Yeah, Adam was a good choice there to defend.
Good job.
Snake from Shadow.
Was wow, interesting.
Shadow's in a lot of trouble here. This... Oh, Snake. The clutch Snake.
Yeah, he positioned Snake in a way where Port aggroed to that instead. When Port was just gonna... We had tower aggro at that point too. Preemptive Torchwick.
Chip.
I think that Torchwick's gonna hurt because you can just split lane Bringle right now.
Yeah. Fox does confuse Berengal, and Port was just placed point blank to delete it.
Wow, that was good that he held that Fox ability. If he didn't, that was probably game.
Yeah. Torch is gonna pull the Cinder, get wrapped by the KT. Penny chip. So we're playing Port in the opposite lane.
I think he's just gonna win by penny chip.
Yeah, penny chip and like the occasional Berengal slap.
Yeah. And then Servo played Torchwick and used the pull to pull his Port back. But now he's 2 ports out. KT wraps the Torchwick. But KT is tanky enough to like survive a lot of this.
Yeah.
Yes, and Adam's out of dashes.
Double Roy Glinda push, which will get stalled a little bit by Mercury.
Does Glinda get the second tower? That'd be good if he... Oh, that was very close.
Nolan just body blocking for the Griffin. Just playing... Yeah,
Here comes
like,
Berengal.
there comes Berengal.
Here's the Berengal slap.
Oh, may I cut in?
This
Playing
is
Cinders with the
dangerous for
Ravagers.
Shadow now. This is 2 ports and an Adam you have to deal with.
And a Scythe Ruby. And Fox is out, which can confuse any as Mercury to add DPS with his ability too.
Yeah, I think that's it.
This port getting a lot of damage.
That's
and
it.
Torchwick.
Oh, that Berengal gets a hit. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Overcommitted with the Bringle.
Yeah.
The Berengal overcommit just allowed him to play Adam defensively, and then the Port that was pulled back by Torchwick re-aggroed to the Berengal.
Is this best of 3 still?
I think it's best of 5, is it not?
It being.
Let's find out and see if it's... I believe it's best of 5.
I think it's usually best of 5, but I'm not positive if the weird tournaments follow that. Yep, game is going. Servo with the port and Torchwick in the back. He pulls the port back.
Just banking aura.
Shadow with,
Good job.
yep, Shadow with the penny chip here.
Shadow with the Penny and Cinder Chip. Preemptive Fox confuse. Pretty much everything here is just going to evenly trade.
Yeah.
Scythe Ruby in the back. Thugs played forward, which then forces Ravagers to respond immediately.
Children, please.
Let's do this. You know, we really gotta stop eating like this.
Plays Glinda.
I think he tried to use that. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, then I guess it's best of 3 for this.
Yeah,
So if
best of
Servo wins, he takes all.
Because I don't exactly remember if we said anything about that. So, I'll
Oh,
ask
may I
Shadow
cut in?
when he's done here.
I mean, if he loses, he's gonna say best of 5. Let's be real.
Good job.
Good use of Fox confuse there.
Oh yeah, Snake can attack Griffin.
Yeah, a lot of people forget that about because like so few people use King Taijutsu that it's like, oh yeah, he attacked air unit too.
Children, please.
You know, we really gotta stop eating like this.
Yeah, the only prominent KT player in recent memory would have been Krokaka. Nobody really uses it anymore.
It's because it's trash.
Yeah, it's in a bad spot.
Why would you use Snake when you can use Torchwick?
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, that Berengal might. He played Berengal the body block there, and he got confused by Fox.
And then
Just
got
'cause-
yeah, and then it got deleted. So it put him.
yeah, Shadow's
know.
like in a very big Oro deficit hole right now.
Yeah.
Servo just playing a backline fort, knowing he has an Aura lead.
You know, we really gotta stop eating like this.
Servo playing defensive Glinda, or Shadow rather playing defensive Glinda. Servo plays Torchic to pull port back.
Again, he's been
Shadow-
doing that lately. Yeah.
Shadow playing Penny.
Oh, may I cut it? Nice hustle, Fox. Good job. Children, please.
Good confuse. Adam gets on the turret. Griffin gets on the turret. This is gonna be a lot of damage.
Done. That might be game.
Servo
That is-
wins.
And Servo wins 2-0.
Yep. So Servo wins.
Servo with the 2-0 victory.
Yep.
2 tournaments in a row, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's 2
that's-
tournaments in a
yep.
row for Servo.
Yep.
Oh, it's good play by Servo. Even
Congra-
though. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
congratulations to Servo for getting first, Shadow for
Yeah.
getting second, and Drifted for getting third.
Is it? We don't. We're. It's best out of 3. We're gonna say.
Yeah, it's best of 3.
Unless Shadow says otherwise, we believe it's best of 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Shadow said. Yeah, Shadow said GG's. So
Yeah. So I think. Yep. Servo first place. Shadow second. Myself is third.
Well, chat, I believe that concludes our 8th monthly Majesty tournament. This one
It-
surprisingly took up a lot less time, wouldn't you agree?
yes.
Yeah. It's like,
Definitely.
what, almost 3 hours?
We're
Something like that,
reaching 2.5 around there, yeah. Wait, 3 hours. I'm guessing it's coupled with not only the dual stream, thanks to Sharo, but the fact that we have noticeably less participants than usual, probably due to it being a randomizer tournament. But what are you gonna
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What were we saying?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
This was a fun tournament.
Yeah, it
Getting to
was.
see people play cards and decks that are very, very unorthodox, to say the least.
Chat, if you've been following us for a good few months, you will know that this concludes the trio of cup tournaments. Next month will be a regular vanilla tournament, but then after that, we have no idea. So just stay tuned. And you'll find out.
Meaning it's gonna be a meme tournament again.
Probably. We'll come up with something. We have a few ideas already being worked on, so you'll hear from us.
Sweet.
And that's enough for me if you want to take it from here, Casters.
I think we just say our goodbyes. Thank you, chat,
Yeah.
for coming. It was a good tournament. It was nice and short this month, which is nice for change. So the last tournaments have been taking literal days to do, but this one was nice and sweet. It was good games all around. Some were just
Yeah.
lost because of decks, but there was some good games here.
Yep, very good.
It was a fun time.
Well, thank you guys for
Right.
coming out tonight. I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you guys again here next month.
Take care, everybody.
Yep. Have a good one.